fusion research since I'm at Algara, and it's working towards that.
If you're sure that's something you'd like to use it on, you can.
I'm not, but I never used one really.
Fair enough. Better to use a resource than to not. Alright. So, who'd like to do recap?
Can do it. Considering Aldrin, well, Kevin wasn't here the whole thing. We started at Castle Flochnivor, and kind of went around a bit with Connor and said goodbye for now. We flew a little bit off to the town, in which Sabo went shopping, and Nia and Kevin started a religion of themselves. Very nice. They put 3 humans, 2 ex-murderers, and the little girl on the ship. And they also made a friend with an eldritch horror of sorts, but only a baby. Nilvaris was freaked out about that, so we didn't allow the eldritch horror to come with us to Megara. But he promised to come back.
Menacingly.
So, oh no, very friendly. So long story short, get on the ship and we fly towards Algara. Not much happens on the way there. When we get there, kind of greeted quite nicely, park the ship on the tower, we go see Mr. Ace. Mr. Ace has been going out of time to create millions of seemingly crap ways to save Algara, and being
30,000
happy with
different
any
ways
of
to
them.
save Algara.
And somehow the only one that he's doing is the one that we just randomly happen to suggest. But fair enough. The ship computer was taken off and taken off for investigation. It's estimated to take 16 years. There's also a beam of energy who's already drilling into Algara, but the energy has been seemingly molded in such a way that it's impossible to redirect safely, which is why it's so difficult, and which is why we can't really make any other use of it either. And everybody else split. And I know when Alvarius went. Alvarius went searching for Morgana's castle, and after millions, well, not millions, but months of teleporting, finally made it there to Morgana's tower, way up in the sky. Morgana was
over 12,000 miles and took it 68 days.
Yeah, Morgana was quite impressed, and
I feel like it was further than 12,000 miles.
It was a little bit more than that. It was more like,
yeah,
regardless, yeah.
It was very far. Yeah, Morgana was nice enough to answer some questions and potentially leave Nulvaris with a way to get back, and I'm not sure we finished that. Now, Kevin and Nia, I think, Nulvaris, you brought them somewhere with a teleport?
Flochnivor.
Back to Flochnivor.
I dropped them off at Flochnivor.
Did you pick up the rest of the people and drop them off as well?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the 2 things that I did before I went looking for Morgana.
So that was a couple of months doing that. Then a couple of months looking for Morgana. In the meanwhile, Kevin and Nia eventually, I think, made it back to Ventrix, and they tried to convince one council member to help them, but that council member wanted their mother punished, so it was a no-starter. And then they decided to give like 8 blank favors each to Kitsune, or maybe it was 5 each and 3 total, or something like that. And I believe that the final thing was that Nia had to come up with their oath.
Yep, they got that sorted. Okay, so picking up with Kevin and Nia, since you two are the furthest back. And continuing the conversation with the Kitsune.
Yes.
So, the crimes that she is accusing Paragon and Zith of are slave trading, the enslavement of people. She's using the Fey term for the plural word. Embezzlement. And torture of innocence.
Who's accusing Pargon Zith of this?
Linzel.
Yes? Linzel is, okay.
Sorry, can you come again? What happened?
So, in Kevin and Nia's efforts to get some assistance with getting their church started in Ventrix, we went to go talk to a couple of the council members individually to see who would be willing to help us. And Linzel was the one that we first got to and came to an agreement with. We tried Melee's first, but we couldn't come to a good agreement.
Denzel is the Kitsune.
Correct.
Why is somebody being accused of what?
Pargon Zith, the drow on the council, is being accused of crimes.
Ah, well, he is quite a crime.
Yeah.
And that's what I asked James to come again about. Who's being accused of what and why? Because I missed it. Sorry.
That's all good. Does that catch you up to speed mostly?
No, because I still want to hear what James said. But
okay, so Pargon Zith is being accused by Linzel of crimes of slavery, slave trading, embezzlement, capture and torture of innocents, I believe was the other one.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
If you require proof, I can acquire one of the people that he made into a slave.
Have you seen this proof yourself firsthand?
Yes. I've met them.
In that case, with your authority and backing, I see no need for me to acquire that proof myself as well.
Oh boy.
Good, then that will be the first I ask of you. The other thing I asked her was for insights on how we can handle
Accomplish this. Yeah.
She shrugs.
Oh, that was worth a try.
Try not to die.
Well, Nia, what's the plan?
Not think about this for a little bit. No, really, that's it.
Alright, then what are you two doing?
I think Nia, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the current plan is get the foundations of a holy site going.
Yeah, we need a holy site first.
Then where and what will it be?
I think we
Ship
had decided.
docks.
No, I think we had decided on a
That would
graveyard.
be kind of funny though.
That would
James,
be.
it can't be a ship, can it?
Can't be anything that move. Well, it can be something that moves, but the rules regard basically someone needs to be able to point to exactly its location at any given point in time.
That's why I said the ship docks.
Would be kind
Cargo
of funny.
hold.
Well, hold on. If we go about our holy symbol the way we're intending to, would that not allow it to be the ship?
It needs something on the ship that makes it a constant beacon, but yes.
I still like our first idea better, but that's a solid backup.
It is a solid backup. I think the issue with our first idea is that it's like two things, which is hard. Like it's hard to describe it briefly. It's a whole thing. Also, is there a reason we're being like vague about it verbally? Because I'm all for that, but like just
No, I don't think there is.
because like if we are going to do the let's not mention the thing, the thing, I'm all for that, but just want to check.
No, I think we're fine to just tell anyone. That's fine.
Yeah, so the problem is that while the graveyard idea is really cool conceptually, it has all the cool, let's say, themes. If we just say a graveyard, well, then there's no building there, and we're fucked because that's gonna really make our life get difficult in the future. And if we say, well, it's like a graveyard, but there's also like a community center, then that's the two things. It doesn't tie together very well.
Graveyard for the community center. That's the retirement city.
Yeah, the entire retirement city. That's the whole place, the holy site.
The whole thing.
James, our holy site is actually the nation. Actually, fuck, it's the plane, the material plane.
Just the whole thing.
Can you point down, then you see me?
Okay.
Oh, so the material plane passes. Cool, great. Hey, Kevin,
No.
I think we're set.
Okay, so what are you guys actually making it?
So I think the graveyard idea still works. And
Yeah,
we
I just wanna check.
have our religious building within the site be the community center that we put up there.
Yeah, so James, would that something like that work? Like a graveyard-like place with a building? Because there has to be a building there, otherwise we're just so fucked in the future.
That makes it difficult.
You see my problem, Kevin?
I'm aware.
I am predicting this is going to give us problems, which is why I, for example, I know this is like the most boring bitch ass answer ever, but if we wanted to do a graveyard, my first idea was just do a fucking church, which is
the
again
graveyard?
boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because boring ass basic bitch idea, but those have graveyards.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, which makes it way easier to explain because it's a building where people live and there's graveyards. But I want to check with James if the ruling is like, would it be bad to have a two sentence description for the holy sites? If so, we can just go for church or a ship. I don't know.
You can
Or the material plane.
you can have a building there. There's no issue with that. Grave sites often have buildings. Some have cathedrals. It just gets complex when you want to make it something that is not really meant to be in a graveyard.
Which is why I was cautioning about this specific idea. Like, it's really cool for the themes, but I mean, think about the logistics of it.
I'm fine with if you want to do the cathedral or something in a graveyard instead. So it's a lot
Okay.
easier to manage. I'm fine with that.
I am thinking that is going to be even though it's not as cool.
Yeah.
Because I really think we should try and take the steps we need right now to avoid 2 years from now getting, oh fuck, we did that, didn't we?
Just a question: why exactly are you guys wanting to put your holy site inside of a graveyard?
Well, Kevin's got the whole thing where, okay, Kevin, you can explain your side of the deal. So, do your thing.
So did we ever explain what the intended domains we're going after are?
Not the
Nope,
intended
you never
domains,
explained
no.
it to the players.
Okay. So that's going to help things a lot. So essentially we're going for a linked kind of church where Kevin has a domain of pseudo death.
More like
Essentially,
dead.
yeah.
Like repose, more like.
The best name we came up for it so far is like God of the Fallen. Whereas Kevin would help those who have experienced death and come back deal with all of that side of things, and help the families of those who have died and everything like that.
So part of it is actually helping people come back to life, or just
Probably.
caring for the dead and their
Eventually down the
families?
road, yes, but for starters, just caring for those who have already come back or those who have had loved ones that have died.
Pretty much
Okay, I
just
gotcha.
everything around dead, like the idea of death, but not like undead or killing people.
Well, that's why. That's why for my first thought was like repose. You're like taking care of the dead and the families and
Yeah, it's more
whatnot.
like Hades and Thanatos.
Yeah, I got you. All right, continue on.
And
And-
Nia's
and what's-
thing is
what's Nia's
about
side?
equality, and you know what Nia's thing is, honestly. I don't think I need to preach that whole thing
Okay.
again.
I understand. Go ahead, continue on.
So the idea of them joining together in some kind of help for the community kind of action is what we're going for, but it's got a lot of themes around like death and retribution.
Yeah, the problem is that like the graveyard was really cool thematically because it's a place where everyone's equal and it has a death, but like gathering people in a place full of corpses, icky
Yeah.
if there's not a building there. And the problem is that like we just decided to explain in universe the description of the holy place being that there's a building there that's not meant to be there and there's a graveyard. That's
Why don't you
the
instead
semantics of
of it being-
church.
How about instead of it being like that, actually building a mausoleum instead, and your church or cathedral stands on top of it, so that
A
people can
mausoleum
actually
is a
go to,
good idea.
and so that people can actually go down there and they can actually visit. It doesn't have to be like an open mausoleum where you literally see the decaying bodies, but you actually have their body is housed in the wall and there's a stone plate in front of it or something like that. I think that's optically that actually sounds a lot better than just straight up having a graveyard.
A mausoleum is.
That could work.
I am so angry that Nilvarus came up with this shit in like 10 seconds. Nilvarus, I'm coming for you. Close your windows.
You-
Okay, Nilvarus wins. Yeah, that's got my vote, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Cool.
So mausoleum it is, James.
This is a humiliating loss.
Okay, so mausoleum.
Seems like it.
All right.
I guess another thing to remember is building a mausoleum is a lot more expensive than just building a great graveyard, but I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, but it does look cool.
Optically, it's optically it's a lot better. Anyways,
And also, it is a bit
So-
less awkward, I think.
Are you sending the request to the Kitsune? If so, which city do you want it in?
I mean, I feel like the retirement city would be the easiest to set it up in, but because I think that's basically where they ship out all of their dead and dying anyway, isn't it? But also, if we wanted to strengthen our like alliance with the nation, capital city would be better for that.
having proximity to the city has its merits because these people like practically they love Celestials, so having a religion founded by two Celestials nearest in the city or nearby the city, that also has a connection to where all their elderly are actually situated. Seems like it also would be generally good, so it would be easier to pick up more followers if it's actually nearby, just by word of mouth, that religion founded by two Celestials.
This is true.
That is generally a very positive sort of outlook and of taking care of others.
What are you thinking, Nia?
I think that we should have her help us set it up in the capital city because I think we would need so much less help to set it in the other city.
Get her help with this now, and then we can do it on our own there.
No, see,
later.
hold on. Here's my problem. I think we don't really need her help to do it there, but we do need her help to do it here, and I think it's important to do it here because of all the reasons Nilvaria said. However, because of the nature of the task she gave us, the moment we start construction here, we're gonna attract attention to us.
Yeah. Attention to
need-
our church.
Yeah, fuck we ball. Yeah, okay. I will cast my vote in the capital city then.
Capital city it is.
Or do you not have a vote?
I mean, my vote was between the two, and I have a preference, and your logic is sound that we can do it a lot easier in the other place later ourselves.
Okay, so the capital
I'm good with
city.
that. Yep.
All right.
Unless she has some other recommendation, but I don't think she does.
Should get that approved.
Perfect.
Okay. Can one of you roll me a d20 so I can add their modifier to it?
Sure. Eight.
Okay, this is a skill check, so any inspirations that you want to apply to this?
Nia, do you want to drop a +3 or the D10 at this?
I'll drop one if you drop the other.
Yep. Which one do you want?
I'll +3 because that way I can't be blamed for the D10.
Excellent. So add a
That's
two.
not a 1, so I guess
So yeah,
we
then
did
it's a total of +5.
Hey, look at that. Remember when you could have had that with just one?
Okay. Ironic that that's the image that you posted, because that is the level of design that she's going for with this.
Excellent.
Eat your fucking words, Kevin.
It's going to take a bit less than 30 years for it.
We ball.
To build a mausoleum and cathedral?
Apparently she's going for the real big one.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming
She's going
Linzel,
for a
what
symbol
she's
of
getting out of
status.
this. I'm assuming what Linzel's getting out of this, you agreed to the blank favors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those things that I know in characters that out of character is a terrible idea, but
But neither of our characters know that.
yeah. So, James, do you remember how Vulpes reacted to Vecna agreeing to bad deals because they just didn't know better?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, doesn't matter how much you know something is a risk intellectually. If you don't know from experience how this sort of thing can fuck you over, you're probably gonna fall for it eventually, right? Hell, I fell for it as a player, even if I knew more or less it was a bad idea, because I didn't have experience with it at the moment. I was like, yeah, I feel like in Nia's position, she, even though she knows about Faye, doesn't have enough experience with deal makers to know the extent of which she's fucking up. And she would probably fall for that.
You forget Nelvaris's words. Never trust Faye. Ever. You've forgotten.
She needs to experience it herself, you understand?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
This is
You
a
can
learning
you
moment.
you can only be warned so much before you get paid Piper eventually.
Exactly. I like, no matter how much I wanted to avoid, I was like, yeah, no, realistically speaking, she would totally fall for this shit. I mean, it's a fox. We all know how I am about foxes.
That's true.
Okay. So, what are you going to do? The permits and construction's been ordered.
Well, if that's underway as far as it can get underway, then I think we have to deal with the other thing.
Well, we have to research that
Unfortunately.
first.
Is research a good idea against that guy?
Motherfucker, I don't know.
See, there's no good answer here.
Also, how does Kevin feel about this ethically?
It's towing a line. But if because of the specific crimes he's being accused of and the way this nation handles that, it's falling enough in line with what he's okay with.
What crimes is he being accused of?
Slavery, slave trading, torture of innocents, and embezzlement.
So, to be specific, the first one isn't just dealing in slaves, it's making innocent people slaves.
Say that again?
The first
The-
crime that he's been accused of is making people slaves.
Okay, so he's gonna die.
Yeah, so I figured that now that this is underway, we kind of have an obligation to go deal with the other part.
Okay, let's leave town.
What?
Let's leave the city so we can talk about this without the mind flayer being around.
Okay. Where are we going?
Well, I'd say the ship, but we can probably go to the retirement. James, how far away is it Sabotown?
Well, by your ship, it's like an hour. Without your ship, it's a better part of a day, if not slightly more.
Let's go there then.
That's fine. We'll do that. We'll go there. We'll discuss what our plans are.
Yeah, I feel like making sure we get the fuck out of the city as soon as humanly possible after getting that path and doing what we absolutely need to is
Are
crucial.
you sure about this?
I am not. Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Is it
I'm-
not going to be better to deal with this sooner rather than later?
No, what I am asking if you're sure on is going to the city of retired nationalists.
No. That's what I was thinking about. I forgot what that city is about for a second. Oh yeah, town that Sabo's on. No, the bad idea. Okay, better idea, the woods. Kevin, the middle of fucking nowhere, go.
Okay. I mean, that works. Kevin's right at home in the middle of nowhere. He can lead us to somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, plus I can talk to my wife. I feel like she'd be into this.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, James. Secluded wooded area somewhere nearby-ish.
Okay.
The
That's
middle
where
of
we're
fucking
going.
nowhere, please.
Yeah, that.
And who are you
It can't be
taking?
the
Are
middle
you
of nowhere. It has to be in
taking
the
your
middle
wife
of
and
fucking
daughter?
nowhere. Fuck, I don't. They're traveling with us, right?
They have been.
Yeah, so. Fuck, I don't know. Because if we tell them, that's a danger. Like, if we tell anyone, that's a danger.
Yeah.
The guy is a master of espionage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so bad. In fact, bad. However, because he's a master of espionage, the moment he has anything to suspect, he's gonna go for someone we love. Now, I don't know if you have anyone like that, but I sure do. Wow, being an assassin is hard work.
That's not what we're being.
Isn't it?
No, we're being judge, jury, and executioner.
James?
Linzel was very specific.
True, she was very specific.
So
Ah,
what was
fuck
the
it, I'm not
question?
gonna. Oh, I'm not gonna.
Just wanted someone.
Like. Does this count as being assassins?
By very technical definition, yes, asterisks.
Fair enough, I don't care. You can only assassinate a person, and a slaver isn't a person, so we're fine.
Honestly, Nia, terrible idea. But what if
What?
we just go to him and confront him with what he's being accused of and just see what happens?
Terrible idea. You're right. No.
I'll give you both 2 inspirations if you do that.
Sorry. Hell no.
Yeah, Jace, you gotta do better than 2 inspirations.
You know, you guys could bribe them with some inspirations to do this.
Hey, yeah. Hey, so you've been accused of slavery? Is that true?
Do you guys want
Good morning, by the way.
10 inspirations each to just go and confront him?
I love how the party is supportive of our continued.
The continued extermination of a Kevin.
Look, I have a 16-year time skip, okay?
Yeah, I know. We gotta get to you. I'm trying.
Can we go back to Tabo so we can think about how we do this?
I can't! There's nothing for me to go back to him for the next year! You guys are the only one who don't have most of the first year spent. And you keep
It's
spending
almost
it
like
in
someone
15-minute
didn't-
increments.
It's almost like someone didn't respond to the thing we posted in the chat for a week.
It's almost
Boy,
like
who
someone
could
had
that be?
surgery last week.
That should have been that. I mean, listen. You should have gotten better teeth. Sorry. Be more better next time.
That's what Nia's doing for this time skip.
Getting better teeth.
All right, seriously, Kevin, what the fuck we do? Do we even know like an approximate level for this fuck?
Nope.
Well, that's great.
But we do know that Kevin weighs like 1,700 pounds and he could just sit on him.
I'll give you in real life money if your solution to this is just to wait in a tower, wait for him to pass beneath you, and just cannonball him. Geronimo!
As we've already determined, Kevin can do that without taking damage.
Kevin's a surprisingly effective assassin.
Yeah.
I think my main problem is that even if we believe that we have the power to confront him, which I don't think we do, but even if we did, we'd have to find a way to confront him.
Yeah, like going to talk to him about our church.
Okay, yeah, but a way to confront him that doesn't end up with us both by getting executed for committing a crime. Because Linzel's gonna get her ass out of the situation the moment that we're caught. James, hold on, let me confirm this. Is she giving us her official support on this? Legal official support.
You can presume that you only have the official support if you win.
Okay, can I ask her outright if that is the case, if she will stand behind us and support us officially if we win? Because we had a time to talk to her about this, right? It's one of the first things Nia would have asked.
If you win, there's no way this can be held against you. That's what she would tell you.
That is hilarious. Okay.
And why hasn't she brought this information to the rest of the council?
That's not relevant to this matter at hand.
Oh my god, are they like in it? In on it? Sorry.
Oh, they just don't fight each other in the council.
Okay, but I think Nia would ask if they're all in on it because that's a bad thing.
No,
I just bleed like a goat. Okay. So it's just him.
Sure. For now.
For now?
Yes, for now.
What does she mean for now?
Well, if you take too long, some of the others might get involved.
Okay, I don't like that. Okay, cool, yeah, we're killing the bitch, I guess.
Honestly, I have no better options than just, like, go confront him right now. I don't think any kind of information gathering is going to give us a significant edge here. The best thing we got is surprise.
Well, we could go farm.
What do you
Grind up
mean?
some levels and then come back.
Yeah, but if we take too long, other council members might get involved.
Is this true?
Make a call, you two.
Kevin, what do you say?
I think we just go for it.
Fuck it, I guess. I'll trust you on this.
I don't think any amount of preparation is going to make this better for us.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess there is... Okay, but you want to fight him, like, physically?
That was what our task was to do.
So that's supposed to kill him, right?
Seek him out and defeat him, subduing him rather than slaying him, to render him powerless.
Okay.
And then once he lies vanquished at our feet, act as judge, jury, and executioner, executing him to deliver the justice his atrocities demand.
James, I don't think this violates any of my oath lines.
I am
doesn't.
certain it doesn't. I handcrafted it based on her knowledge of your oaths.
Because I don't think that counts as a captive, not a cruelty.
Correct.
Doesn't
We-
deny
And my
fairness.
rest is that it doesn't violate Kevin's oath.
Yeah. It took him a minute to come up with this, so it didn't. But he got it right.
Okay, so do we want to try and coup de grace him? Or do we want to just fight him? Wait, I don't think we can coup de grace him non-lethally, right, James?
No, that's
Cool.
not how that works.
You cannot
I mean,
cut
if you
someone's
jump at someone
head
and
off non-lethally.
I mean, if you jump at someone from the shadows and slam a rock into their head so they go unconscious.
No,
Listen, I had to check.
no,
It would have been really easy if you could do that.
If you jump at someone with enough force and enough surprise so that you're putting the rock where their brain is, they do go unconscious, but they don't become conscious again.
I
Which
had
does,
to
in
ask.
fact, end up being lethal.
I had to ask. It was worth asking.
Okay, so you're going
So,
to confront him.
Right before we do, one last question to Linzel.
Okay.
There's one thing I guess I should say to you, Kevin. There's like I know we don't generally want to do this. Like we don't want to take too long to this, but there's one thing that something else we had to do at some
What was
point.
that?
The Fey God.
Yes,
Do you want to do that before or after?
after this.
Okay, great. Very bloody start tour.
Yeah. So, for the question for Linzel, given how we are aware that this nation punishes their criminals, how public does she expect this execution to be carried out?
As public as it has to be.
As public as it has to be, so presumably not very. Does she have any information to give us about house allies, followers, stuff like that.
She's giving you the information she's gonna give you on that.
Yeah,
Why wasn't she useful?
that was already a part of my question. So let's just go for it.
Are you sure?
There is a positive note about doing this publicly. If part of your pantheon or part of your domain is about equality, punishing someone who's responsible for slavery and causing misery is also great for great optically.
No one is
Yeah.
above the law.
Problem is,
Yeah.
they'd have to believe us over them.
If we win, they will.
We win, they will, but there's gonna be guards around if we do it publicly.
Okay.
No, I think the best way to go about this is if we defeat him in private and then execute him in public.
Yes, correct.
So where does he live?
That's what I would like to know.
How
she's not
would you
telling us,
like
is
to
she?
find this out? She doesn't know. There are 4 people in this entire city who knows where he lives.
Really?
One of them is him.
Yes, of course. So there's 3 people in the city who know he lives. Where he lives, sorry.
So where would you like to meet with him? I only know one place that he shows up at, and that's Council Hall.
Dear Park and Ziff, please come to us meeting in this abandoned warehouse in the back of town with a shallow grave up there.
Are you going to go to Town Hall?
I'm assuming the best way to go about this is to request a private audience with him.
I don't think so.
Okay. Where would you like to request a private audience?
Kevin, we can't go to town hall.
I'm aware.
If we step there, mind flayer. Or any other Psion, really.
I was thinking we send him a letter, but okay.
Okay, how do we do that? What do we
So
address it to?
where would we ask him to meet us?
Kevin's house?
Sure, that'll work.
Should we ask for help with this?
From who?
Good question.
And when do you ask for the meetings to take place?
Hold on, where's Leuven?
In
Is he
Algar.
Algar? Or did he come from?
Algar.
Okay, so we can't ask for Leuven for. Cool. Yeah,
I-
I think we're solo on this.
Midday.
Oh,
the
you have
next day, I'm
your
thinking.
church. Why not?
You have sorry?
You have
I'm
your
think-
church. Two murderers with you.
And don't forget the 16-year-old girl.
Oh.
Yeah, she can solo.
Those are some words.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
what-
thinking we ask for the meeting at Kevin's house midday the following day.
Okay.
And see if he shows up, I guess.
So, midday the following day, there's a knock at Kevin's door.
Perfect. I'll open the door.
There appears to be a half-drow there.
Okay.
Come with me.
I will follow. Yeah, you coming with?
Yeah, I guess.
All right,
You
let's
want me
go.
to come?
Yep.
Great. James, one thing I would like to check beforehand. We can now
Okay.
buy items again, right? In the city.
Yes?
There are teleportation items being sold.
I can check.
Please do.
Okay, Novarius, going to you for a minute.
Okay.
Kevin, I think this is the best thing we can do.
Okay.
So now that
Do you not?
you've finished your conversation, well, mostly finished your conversation, is there anything else that you'd actually like to ask them about? Or are you good to leave?
Oh, I thought Morgana kicked him out.
That is the intent if there's nothing further that you wanted to ask her.
Oh, I thought she was trying to shoo me.
She is.
To get on out. Okay. No, he doesn't take up any more of her time. He just bids her well, farewell, thanks her again, and he leaves as is requested.
Okay.
Don't feel like getting killed because I annoyed her.
Clever man.
I will go ahead and begin my process of getting closer back home, and do the same thing where I just constantly spam teleport, plan your palace, spam teleport, plan your palace, whatnot. And I want to put myself probably at the midway point between Ventrix and Algara.
Okay, you're reasonably sure that that is ocean, though.
Okay, well, what's the closest bit to land? Because I want to be able to do a
You're
do
not
ascending
quite
if I'm gonna
sure.
actually make. Okay.
Okay, there
You
are
know what, Ventrix?
no items that contain teleport for sale.
No teleporting items? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna target Elgara, and you just tell me how much time passes for me to actually make it back to Elgara.
All right.
Since I don't have to bounce back and forth this time, since I know. How many miles away is it about? And I'll just calculate the days on my end.
Sorry, I was measuring it out and Kit Kat stood on my keyboard.
It's okay.
That'll happen.
$182,600 miles.
182,000 what?
182,600 miles. Rounded up to the nearest 100.
Okay, it was a hell of a lot more than 12,000 miles. Then I was
Yeah,
counting
you're
days
using
rather
your
than that.
10,000. Sorry, you're using your 10,000 mile teleport. Technically, it's like 11,000 in 10 days. I've got the
Okay,
formula
with
thing that you gave me for it.
with the total of 3 rests required in between, that puts me at 199 days to actually make it back to Algara. I don't know how the hell I got to 68.5 days. That's wrong. I did something wrong. Okay.
Yeah, if you need the days that it took you to get to the spot where you actually started doing the shortening teleport trips, it was 184 days.
All right. That's fine. That puts a grand total of 383 days to make it back to Algar, or that I've been gone for.
There is like the extra. What would that be? 20-ish days. 20. Where is it? 28 days that you were doing the shortening teleport trips.
Okay, so I go at that's a total of 411 days that I've been gone before I make it back to Algara. So when I'm not sure if we wanted to cut over to Sabo since I've been gone for over a year now. If we want to do anything with him, or we can just get to me going there.
So just going year by year at this moment. So back to Kevin and Nia, since they've still got to finish up their first year. Okay, Kevin and Nia, you're brought into the room.
Excellent.
The room?
Well, this house looked perfectly average. There's nothing special indicating about it, but the half drow opens the door and lets you in.
Okay.
He then shuts the door behind you both.
I like to just make a mental note of which house this is.
Yep.
Just for future reference.
It's just a couple houses down from yours.
Okay.
A lot smaller though. Pargonzith is sitting at the table, and another drow brings out some tea for you all.
Okay.
I take it there was some urgency with this meeting.
To some degree, yes.
What happened?
We've been made aware of some rather concerning information.
Oh?
Neo, we're just going for it?
I genuinely don't know. This is so far outside of Nia's wheelhouse.
Yeah, cool. We're just going for it.
She's just kind of waiting for to see if Kevin's gonna like actually try to diplomacy this, or if he's just gonna go for it, and then she can like jump in and like help with whatever he's deciding. But I don't think she has it in her to make a decision on what the fuck he's gonna do
Okay.
at this point in time, because what the actual fuck.
Well, yes, the information that we have been made aware of actually concerns some of your dealings.
Continue.
From what we've been made aware, you are in the business of making and trading slaves.
That
as
was
well
a
as
long time
mistreating
ago. Nearly a century ago, by your calendar.
A century. That's a long time.
Yes, it is. I have not done that work since I left the Underdark. It would be a bit a bit more than 80 years since I last took part.
What changed? Did you only leave?
It was no longer expected of me, and it was no longer profitable.
That makes sense.
You tend to build quite a bad reputation as someone who runs a nation if you are doing that to the people of your nation.
I would imagine so.
Humans are quite different in that way.
James, wasn't he actually told that the drow all do that?
Yes. Nilvarius told you, it was one of the first things he told you about Drow. I believe he actually used the derogatory word that they've got for a slave trader, slave elf.
Oh yeah, he
Which
definitely
is
would. He would have used
pretty much the word
He
drow.
would have used the. Yeah, he would have used the derogatory words like that. That's for certain. You may not have thought they were. You may not have thought they were derogatory at the time, but he definitely would have used them.
Nilfarious using the hard R.
Yes.
So he said it was no longer profitable, right?
That he did.
And that was the justification. Incredible.
Yeah.
What else was he accused of?
Embezzlement
Okay, do we care about that?
and torture of innocents.
That is a problem. But how the fuck do we ask about it? Do you want to ask about that? What's the plan?
I think at this point, let's just get his side of the story.
Fair enough.
We were asked to act as judge and jury as well as executioner.
This is true. Not deny fairness. Question, do we want to tell him outright what the accusation is? And who did it?
Not yet on the who did it. As far as the accusation, sure, go for it.
Alright. I shall be frank then. Say it, Kevin. Don't you fucking say it. A person of some renown has told us you were involved in the enslavement of people and the selling of slavery, as well as the torture of innocents and embezzlement. We would like to hear your side of the story. It's a question. It's like not question, but Nia and Kevin would have argued, like probably discussed this beforehand, so they kind of probably agreed on being on this outright, right?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just kind of agreed to just say it out loud. Boom. Go for it.
Okay.
Also, just to make sure this is clear, Nia is expecting attacks.
I presume as much. He is going to say...
I'm just imagining
Why?
the Phoenix just... Why what?
Why are you asking about this? What relevance does it have?
Does it look just completely normal?
He is completely off guard.
Well, to be honest,
Did he
we were.
react... Hold on, before that, did he react more intensely to the slavery, the torture, or the embezzlement?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
When his eyes... at what part of the statement did his eyes widen, so to speak? The enslavement, the embezzlement, or the torture?
They widened once when this was first brought up, but he has not reacted to any degree since.
I see. Go on, Kevin. Sorry for interrupting you.
Well, to be honest, we were asked to come here to execute you, to deliver justice for the atrocities for which you've been accused.
By which member of the
I can't believe
council?
you just said.
Kevin will look to Nia.
Nia's looking at him. Does he look hostile, James?
No.
She just shrugs. She's just gonna leave the decision on this one to Kevin.
They never said it was a member of the council.
Yeah, but like,
He's just trying to see what can happen here.
I doubt you would be acting without the council's approval. I'm not aware of any council meetings where you brought this up, which means an individual member of the council has come to you. Or is it a group of them? Targeting me specifically, it's unlikely to be the Mind Flayer.
does he say the Mind Flayer?
No, he would have actually said their name.
Okay. That's really funny if he did. Okay, go on. I
Fair
want to see if he
enough.
gets. I want to see if he gets to the correct identity.
He appears to stop attempting to deduce it and waits for you to answer.
James, I have a question before then. So the
What's your
magic of
question?
Fey deals is active in the Feywild, yes?
Yes.
Cool. We're not magically bound to do what Linzel told us to do, right? We're just kind of bound by our words.
Oh, you are? You're bound by your item.
Oh, yes, I am.
Kevin's not, though.
Hold on. I'm gonna get back to you on that, if that's okay.
Okay.
Why am I
After-
discussing?
After he stops trying to deduce, Kevin would just say, "It was Linzel."
You're not lying to me, so you're attempting to make a deal here. Alright. Are you open to taking whichever offer is best?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't have much of a plan coming in here. I kind of wanted to see what your side of the story was on everything.
I am curious as to why do you think Linzel might come after you personally? Played cool and pretends a plan.
It is rather unique that she asked me, of all people, to be involved in this.
More interesting is how upright she was about it. Seemed to put an interesting level of care into this.
I see. Come with me. He stands up and walks towards the door.
I'll follow.
He kind of pauses at the willingness to follow, but yeah, sure. Walking out, I presume?
Yep. Once he
I'll
walks
ask
out the
on the
door
way
with
out.
you all, you see a small posse begin to form around you guys. There's now 8 half-drow. They seem
I
to be
was not-
guarding you both as much as they're guarding him.
And where exactly are we headed this time?
To handle this matter. He walks you down
You intend on
to...
confronting her?
Potentially. I have not decided that yet. He begins walking with you both. Do you continue following?
Alright. Kevin, do we want to continue following?
Well, he asked us to follow him.
Yeah, but are we gonna go along with it?
At this point in time, I don't see a reason not to.
We do have a deal that we have to uphold.
Kevin doesn't.
I'm assuming Kevin still wants to uphold this deal. Like, Nia's gonna kill him eventually, no matter what. She wanted to hear his side of the story first. She didn't expect you guys to just follow him.
So, Kevin does have an inclination to try to still fulfill this deal. However, a part of the deal was that these actions were not be out of vengeance, but instead righteous fulfillment of our oaths. And right now, it's feeling a lot more on the side of vengeance.
But they did outright admit to slavery and imply they never denied torture and embezzlement.
Okay, so you two are just whispering back and forth between each other while you're
No,
walking?
no, this is meta stuff.
Okay, then this conversation stops.
Okay. Yeah, sure. If Kevin is gonna get up and follow him, Nia's gonna go along
Yeah,
with it because
I'm still
fuck it, I
following.
guess.
Okay. So he's going to ask you, what do you get out of a steal?
This deal alone, not much. We had come to Blinzel seeking support of our formation of a church in this nation. And their price for supporting us was several favors.
Had I offered you the same, would you have accepted?
I see no reason not to.
And how many favors?
$13 in total.
Interesting number.
Five favors from each of us individually, and 3 from us collectively.
That's 2.
Alright.
I must ask, was there any truth to what she accused you?
Of slavery? Yes, there is.
Embezzlement and torture?
In the past I have both tortured and embezzled. Though the word embezzled is quite an interesting one.
What made you stop?
I currently exist in a human-based society, and it is not socially acceptable to take those actions. The consequences are much different.
Makes sense.
It's not that I particularly took... what would the word be for it? Pleasure from it. But much like you shop at a store, or work at a job, those were what you did. When I was much younger, though, I did enjoy a slave or two. With age, you grow vastly more independent and self-capable.
I understand.
Okay. Kevin, you recognize this district as the security district. There are guards all over the place here.
Okay.
Do you continue following?
Sure.
Okay. He leads you both to the jailhouse. I am placing you both under arrest for treason.
Nia does not react because she was expecting it. She kind of followed the Kevin along because, yeah. But she will tilt her head at him.
As you are Celestials, you'll be brought before the council to plead your case. Please walk through here. The half-drow are going to take you through to get basically booked in.
Hold on. Can you describe the place and stuff?
The jailhouse? Or the security
Yeah,
district?
the jailhouse, both, please.
Okay, so the security district, basically 1 in 8 people are guards. There's probably close to 2,000 guards in this area of the town. Well, city, I should say.
Alright.
This is basically where the high-end shops are. So anything that is very, very expensive is in this district. The jailhouse is a 6-story building where guards work on the 6 stories above, and then there are many, many floors below. You're not quite sure how many.
But you're
How
about
magical
to
is the
find
place?
out.
Sorry, what's that?
How magical is the place?
Doesn't seem to be magical at all.
Alright.
Though a lot of the high-end places have wards against divination.
And what exactly are we being accused of here?
Conspiracy to assassinate a council member. Had you attempted it, the crime would have warranted death. As it is merely conspiracy, with your track record and history, I could see you serving a decade or 2 only. But if you draw your weapon, it becomes attempted. I urge you not to make this an incident. Many innocents will die trying to subdue you. But you will not get away.
And when should we expect to be brought before the council?
The evidence gathering process should take no longer than a week, so your meeting with the council should be within a month.
Understood.
I have a question.
Alright.
Actually,
him?
several, I suppose. If you would not mind.
Ask away.
The first is it conspiracy if we came to check with you first? To ensure the validity of the data? Naive question, but relevant.
It became conspiracy the moment you agreed.
James, does that sound valid?
That actually lines up with the real-world definition for conspiracy to commit murder.
Interesting. I'm not very versed in legalese. Second, do you perhaps know any reason why Lenzel would have targeted you specifically?
My seat on the council holds 1/5 the power.
Redistribution of power?
Or worse yet, replacing me with someone more appealing to her ideals, such as Sabo.
The implication that her ideals are aligned with Sabo's is mildly terrifying for a second, but whatever. Yeah, like Sabo, I guess. No other reason. Have you had no interest, no particular conflicts with her in the past?
None quite so as open as this. There are assassination attempts that we would blame on her, but we have yet to have the assailants admit as much.
So she just casually hires assassins to go after people?
More casually than most, it seems.
Clearly.
He gestures for the door for you to go through.
I will cooperate.
Nia,
Okay,
do
I guess.
cooperate.
Hold on, let me think. How many people are there in the district right now?
Considering this is midday and peak time, probably close to 6,000.
Right, and how many
Over
guards in the
half of which
guardhouse?
being in shops. In the guardhouse, you're not sure. Just in the street, though, there's nearly 1,000. This is a fairly large district, though. There was substantially less, but after you guys were basically placed under arrest, word very quickly started spreading among the guards, as this is the sort of thing that they would keep their eyes out for.
Yep. I'm assuming there's plenty of guards around then.
Yes. A lot of them are kind of terrified that this could break out into a fight.
How many of them are there in the room right now?
You're not in a room, you're in a public... You're just outside that building. How many are
Alright.
inside? There's about 8 inside.
James, can I have like 5 minutes to think about this meta? Seems like a relevant moment, and I'm not sure how Nia would act in this situation.
Sure.
Thanks.
Sabo.
Yeah.
Oh, crap, I can't even do that because I don't know if you are going to be arrested or killed yet.
Can you go to Nilvaris for a second?
I can't because Novaris is going to be arriving and getting word from Sabo of what's happening.
Yeah, I am way far. I'm way far behind. I'm over a year in teleport time. I'm not going to hear about this until well after it's resolved.
And somebody
Well,
know what's happening right here before he can move forward.
Okay.
What's funny is, even if the sending is sent to Nilvaris, he's not actually going to get it because he he teleports faster than sending.
That is amusing.
That is hilarious.
So he will literally never get. Well, he won't get the sending for like over a year. Like it will take a few weeks after he
Run
actually
away from
gets
it.
to Elgara for it to get to him. More like a few months, actually. Actually, it'd probably
Really?
be over a year after he
Interesting.
gets to Elgara.
Very slow sending.
Okay.
Yeah, sending
Sending
only
moves at
move
the
a
same
rate
speed of
a-
teleport. Well, upcast
but
teleport, I should say.
yeah, they move at a rate of 1,000 miles a day, and I'm teleporting at a speed of 1,100 miles a day. So they never quite catch
So
up.
yeah, but not a whole year. You haven't been teleporting
Yeah.
for a year. Besides, at some point it turns back. Anyway,
Okay. Then just give me a bit to think about this. James, can I message you and Nia?
You can.
That whole situation could have gone better.
no shit.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to play a character flaw.
Your character flaw wants to become a god.
Well, on the bright side, these two might have figured out what they're doing for the time skip.
Yep.
Sorry, what you say?
On the bright side, we might know what we're doing for the time skip.
What?
Prison.
Sitting in jail.
That would help. You miss it.
Not that it would make any difference to the situation, but
This is true.
we didn't exactly agree to the conspiracy to fight or execute him. We agreed to a blank favor.
Which is something you can argue in your defense.
Which I'm thinking is only most appropriate at the council trial than right now, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's
I mean, since you are getting there, anyway, you didn't. Even the blank favor wasn't to assassinate him; it was to bring him to justice.
Act as judge, jury, and executioner.
it was to execute him. Yes, it was.
No, only after judging.
You want to know?
and
You want to know
passing
the?
the judgment.
You want to know the actual verbiage on this favor?
Yeah,
James,
sure.
are you good with me sharing it?
Sure.
So the verbiage on the favor is as follows. Pargon Zith is no ally, but a tyrant whose every breath is a crime against innocence. Under that condition, you will seek him out and defeat him, subduing rather than slaying, to render him powerless. Once he lies vanquished at your feet, you will act as judge, jury, and executioner, executing him to deliver the justice his atrocities demand, not as vengeance, but as the righteous fulfillment of your oaths. You will likewise permanently subdue any who remain loyal to his cause, ensuring they may never again threaten the defenseless.
Yeah, very good.
So yeah, it was execute him and those loyal to him. This is what it boiled down to, but worded very carefully to dance around our oaths.
Which is also your advantage in the trial.
Yeah. Thank you, Marius.
Fucking hell. I could have been sleeping right now, guys.
I mean, it's fine. I'm trying to move this along. I am.
Okay, fuck it. I guess we're doing this. Oh, session meme. Fuck it. Okay, James, I'm gonna make a scene.
Okay, elaborate.
Alright. Kevin, do you mind spending an inspiration on me?
I suppose. What are you doing?
Alright, James. I'm spending a theme.
Okay.
I would like theme crit performance. And loudly proclaim, Paragon Ziff, under the authority of the council, you are
Okay.
hereby accused of torture, blah blah blah.
So as you start speaking loudly, 2 of the guards are diving on you.
Okay, but I'm assuming Kevin's in front of me as well as my Phoenix.
No, Kevin's been dragged off to the jail cell. He complied.
No, I said I was doing this before. Like I paused before he fully
Yes.
went along with it.
But Kevin is currently complying. Kevin,
Yeah,
would you like
okay.
to stop complying?
Oh boy.
Nonetheless, I think this should allow me to finish my sentence, right? Even if I am tackled, especially since I'm actively expecting something.
You will be able to attempt to resist, and you can burn your plus 20 on trying to resist it if you'd like to. But that means you won't be able to apply it to performance.
Okay, Kevin, make your decision.
I would like to try to turn around and see what's even going on.
Nia's, you heard Nia's raising her voice and someone's diving at her. What are you gonna do?
Guard 1 and Guard 2. Guard 2 is actually meant to have 1 lower than Guard 1.
I don't know that there's enough to react that right here.
Is that an attack roll, James?
I believe it's typed. Yeah, it is typed as an attack, yes.
Cool.
One goes through.
One goes through, so you only have to deal with one.
The second one you said one lower, James, that also goes through then.
Yep.
Okay, you need to make me a fortitude. What's your fortitude DC?
I don't have to make anything, they go through me.
The incorporeality thing, James.
Ah. So the first one was an even number, second one was odd.
Okay.
The first one does not miss. You said second one was supposed to be one lower, not the first one.
The first one's not 1 lower, but the
Yeah, but it's a
is what
dice roll.
Yeah, it's the dice, not the end result. That
It's the
matters.
dice.
What? If these are attack rolls, won't they technically both hit her because her AC is only 38?
No, I have a special ability that
Her
makes...
divine gift.
Oh, okay, I got you.
She can only be hit on even numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, give me a second.
What is your fortitude DC?
My foot DC is I have a plus 22, so it will be 32, but I can spend something to react on this if I feel like it.
Okay.
What are they trying to do again?
They're attempting to grapple and restrain.
Okay.
James, how far away is Nia from Kevin at this particular moment in time?
About 10 feet.
Okay. They're not attempting to damage her, just restrain her, right?
Just restrain her.
Does this deal any damage at all? In the effect, does it deal?
No.
Does it say it might do any damage?
No, just a standard grapple.
Because I have
Would
a
not.
really funny thing I could do if I could. So when restrained, I could still speak, right?
Well, their first action is to grapple, their second action is to gag.
Figured. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get out of this with the thing. Can I have rules on themes again?
Grants you advantage on any of your rolls. You can choose to -20 someone and that consumes it, or you can choose to +21 of your rolls and that removes it.
And any inspiration effects to make something go down? No, right?
No.
Not anymore. So it's just +3, no -3. Cool. Alright. Else? What I have to do this. Kevin, I'm never gonna get along with any of your plans again.
Understandable. Carry on.
All right.
Okay, so you restrained and gagged.
Yep. No, I'm gonna use the +20. I'm sorry, the -20.
Okay.
So they both fail. Can I now roll my thing, please?
No, that was their first action.
Do they get actions for free?
No, but
Speech should be a free action.
they had held actions for when you tried to do anything other than comply.
Okay, but a held action does not give you all multiple actions, does it?
No, it gives
Yeah.
you your turn though. They held their
Does
turn
it?
for this purpose.
That's not how. That's not how you've done this before.
That is exactly how I have done it for you all when you hold your entire turn
Have
to do something.
No,
Have you
we have
done-
no. We have never
I
been
don't-
able to hold an entire turn. You've let
No,
us
we've
hold
been able to
multiple
delay it.
attacks.
I
Yes.
have let you delay your turn for when something triggers it.
No, we have
It,
to delay our
it
actions for
moves
something
you in
triggers
the
it.
initiative to that point.
Okay,
Okay.
but that moving in the initiative means that Nia has her full turn and then they have their turn. That's what moving in initiative means. You're
Hell, even if
basically you're basically allowing them to go in the middle of Nia's turn, which I'm fine with. But that's how I will
No,
play
it's not
from
even
now
just the
on.
middle. You're allowing them to interrupt an action to take full turns in the middle of the action, which I'm fairly sure I would have noticed if that was the ruling. I understand held actions. Held actions are something you've done for ages, but that's not an action. That's a full turn. So we can
Alright, go
hold
ahead
3
with your
actions
turn.
and then you spend a single reaction to.
Go ahead
No,
with your
really,
turn.
just I don't.
No,
I don't mean to be a bitch, I'm just checking.
going along with your ruling for this point in time. You've justified it enough at this stage. What would you like to do?
Okay, I guess I roll diplomacy then first from the first action.
No, what would you like to say?
You already said.
There you go.
The authority of the council are being accused of Kevin, what was it?
Okay, but that's not a diplomacy check.
Is it performance?
No, there's...
Because I'm trying to convince the people around us to stay put, pretty much, as well as ensure that this is seen as... You got what I mean, right?
I need to know what you mean for it. So are you trying to make it seem like you are the people in charge of this situation, basically?
He's accusing us of treason, correct?
Correct.
I'm trying to make it seem like he's attacking Celestial that was sent after him that was sent to capture him when he was accused of a crime. Because this place values Celestials a lot, and if they see a Celestial loudly accusing a council member of something, and then after being tackled by a thing and following him peacefully, they might take our side over his. Does that make sense? Especially considering the scope of the things that he's being accused of, and B, let's be honest, racial profiling, even though that's not what he's engaging in.
Make me a deception check.
Is it a deception check?
Yes, you're trying to deceive them that you have the authority for this.
We do have the authority for this.
Well, you're saying on the authority of the council, but really it's...
Yeah, we were given the authority to do this by
Not
a
by
member
the
of the council. Yeah, sorry, by a member. I said a member. I mean to send the authority of a member of the council.
A member of the council cannot
But-
give authority for this. That's like saying...
Not going to be very effective.
On the authority of the governor, I'm going to arrest the president.
I think you're saying this to the wrong person.
Hmm.
Considering local politics.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think it's happened
They
like
do that
twice. What do you
every
mean? Okay, I don't...
That's why I was asking for the context so that I could actually decide what
Yeah,
sort of
I
check
understand
this
it. I understand. I am proficient. It's not terrible, but... okay. It just doesn't... It's not her intent to deceive, even though I guess it might come off that way.
Regardless of if it's her intent, she's going about it in a deceptive way.
No, I know. I'm just trying to explain what the process is here. Like, she's proficient. It's fine. It just... Dude. Then I can ask. Okay, I guess I ask. This is an action, right? I presume?
2 actions, yes.
2 actions?
Yes.
Okay.
Influence.
Let me check the rulings on this. Kevin, I blame you.
Okay.
This is public speaking, which is a 2-action action.
Okay. Alright, I guess we bowl for this. They go nat 1. 26. I spend the thing to make it the 29. Kevin, can you roll the d10? And James, is there any way to get advantage on this? Like, within the ruling of this current system?
The only way was fame, but that's been used.
Yeah, I had to use that to escape, right? There was no way to get out of that if I didn't.
All right, and you said you're +3, I'm d10ing?
Yeah.
All right. That's a 10.
That's a category shift.
Cool. And I guess
More importantly, that's a 10 plus a category shift.
Yep. Which probably takes us from critical failure to maybe a success. As she's not addressing them. Like, she's not addressing the drow. And I guess for my last action...
Yeah, so that's a success against everyone who's not a senior guard.
I'm assuming there's more non-senior guards than guards, right? Than senior guards.
Yes. It's a 5-1. Sorry, 9-1, I should say.
There we go.
There's a nice little ratio there for me. I was just eyeballing the total numbers. Okay.
Really didn't want to do combat today.
Okay, it is going to be initiative.
Yeah, I
Give
know.
me a second, I'll put you on the scene.
It's annoying, but I was thinking also context for my little vanishing act, everyone. I thought, okay, I had to kind of figure out what Nia would think about the situation, because she did feel some ethical obligation to go along with the law to some extent, right? Because fairness of judgment. But she talked to the guy, right? And the guy admitted openly to torture and embezzlement and enslaving people, and the only reason he stopped was because it wasn't profitable anymore. No repentance, no regret, nothing, right?
Right.
And I told James a while ago that Nia would rather die than give up on her ethics.
Well, Kevin, you met your match.
So I figured, yeah, I guess it's time to put my money where my mouth is. I had to ask James for a few certainties too, because I was having a bit of trouble with characterization rather than just a good plan. Because I didn't know what Nia would do in character in the situation, and he said, no, I don't think Nia would care that time has passed, since he doesn't seem to have repented at all. Even if he did regret it probably wouldn't matter, but he doesn't. And I was like, yeah, and in that case, like I said, I think I have to put my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's annoying, I don't want to do this, but fuck it, we go. Character flaws, we go. James, I'm just gonna spend my last action to keep talking shit. By which I mean she just keeps talking and draws her weapon, I guess.
Okay, so you're drawing your weapon.
Yeah, but also making a cool little speech about it. It's important.
I consciously made the decision at the start of this to not set up the map because I assumed you would both comply if it did go down this path. But I also did not think it was likely to go down this path.
You were,
So I'm
I decide.
0 for 2 today.
That's fine, that happens.
How you underestimate me so, James.
You?
He didn't think we were getting to this stage at all.
Yeah, to be fair, I will blame that on you. How dare you? How dare you mildly inconvenience me, Kevin?
How dare I indeed.
I did decide that I was gonna follow along with the character flaw, and I have followed along with the character flaw. To the bitter fucking end. So yeah, I did the thing. I thought it was gonna be in character, and it was, and I regretted it immediately. But fuck it, I guess. This is one way to free up my schedule.
What you're not making a new character?
I'm sure there's a Vault Pass somewhere that I can play.
Well, that won't free up your schedule, will it?
True. Call this emergency reevaluation of my standards. Guys, I suddenly have to focus on my university. Suddenly and very abruptly.
Yes. Oh fuck.
I'm so sorry,
Just
Sheldon
like that.
Navarius.
I think I've just stolen the session, which is why I told Baldrin a few hours ago that I thought we should probably do this in a solo somewhere. But I guess it's
It's
not
okay.
possible.
It's all right.
Uh,
I'm spending time doing other things while I'm listening.
I wish I could do other things while I was listening. It's fucking 6 in the morning, and can't even be at my computer.
Just put on your
I
headphones.
am
go to sleep,
sorry.
and we'll start yelling at you to wake back up when necessary.
We are good at yelling. That is one of our many talents. I am so sorry. Okay.
And considering how quickly they took out Sabo, it's not like this is gonna be a fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a very short fight. Especially now that you've drawn your weapon.
Actually, yeah, I have to take a check on that. Would it be an action? Because I said I was going to draw my weapon and talking, right?
Yeah, it was 2 actions and then 1 action to draw your weapon.
Okay, but I meant I was continuing to speak. Is it an action to try and make another diplomacy?
No.
No?
You can't
Request
make
is
enough
an
ones already.
action.
Yeah, but
Public
request can
speaking,
be...
I don't find
those can
something
be-
like that at all.
So, public speaking is a group action. It's in my custom list of actions.
I see.
You can do
Okay.
it through a group. If you were speaking to just a single creature, it would just be 1 action.
Well, there is a. It's called make an impression. It takes a minute. That's the
I'm sure
normal
if
public
they
speaking.
let me talk shit for a minute, I can do something. Stress.png.
Okay, Kevin, what are you doing?
Oh,
Locking
boy.
himself in the jail cell. Come on, Kevin.
The guy
That's
did
the
just tell you that drawing your weapon makes this much,
Yeah,
much
that's another
worse.
reason. That's another reason I think I was a bit reckless on that one. I would like to take a different action, but I'm not sure which one I would take. Is there any other action I could take to continue talking?
No,
You can just continue talking. That doesn't.
Yeah, I would just skip your third action.
Can
You
I
can
hold that
fly
action,
above the-
James?
You can fly above their reach, so you can actually talk to them, with assuming they don't start
You know what?
peppering you
That's
with
a good
arrows.
reason. That's a good one. I kind of forgot I can fly. Yeah, I'm just flying up.
Okay, that's going to trigger 4 reactions.
Am I within arm's reach of that many people?
No, 4 people had their reactions held in case we flew away.
I'm not flying away. I'm flying up.
Up is away.
Up is away.
Fair enough. Someone's knocking on my door. Give me a second.
Also, doesn't that cost 5 inspirations?
I don't know.
Yeah, it would cost you 5
I do.
inspirations to change that.
Okay, I guess I am going to spend 5 inspirations. Because I do think that is something that I overlooked that I shouldn't have. And instead
Yeah,
of
that would be really bad.
yeah, terms I don't know. Like flying up is one thing I can do, but that's not.
If you take your weapon, you're really ruining your chances at not
Yeah.
getting executed.
No, I kind of want to move the crowd a bit more.
I'm gonna be honest. Your best bet here: say your piece and do nothing.
Okay. Let's see the attacks.
I'm gonna hold my third action then, I guess.
Okay, so if you're not drawing a weapon, then I don't need the battle map.
No, I don't think I am.
Okay.
Thank fuck.
I spent a 5 inspiration, but I'm not gonna do that. I forgot you literally said out loud. Because stressful moment.png.
In that case, are you doing anything to resist them attempting to bind and gag you now?
Gag? Yes.
Okay.
Is this
Hold on.
occurring after she has said her piece?
This is after she said 10. So she said what she said, but if she's going to say anything more than what she has said thus far.
Well, she said she's gonna try to fly up first, right?
No, I undo that. I'm just gonna
You
hold my
undid
third action.
fly. Okay.
It's not gonna be what I settle on.
So you're saying
Okay.
your piece and then calling it there?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So you've said your piece. Are you resisting them binding and gagging you now?
Even. But the third one misses.
Sure. James, can I tell which is the best option for me here?
I don't know! Don't make me play your character.
But why? It's
Okay,
so
no,
fun
yeah.
when you play everyone's character.
I usually get void here. I don't think so, no.
Okay. In that case, they are going. 4 of them.
I think these are
onto
the lead cards, right?
these are the half drow.
No, okay, the half drow move.
Yep. Four of them take you to the ground, and
Okay.
then start restraining you. One of them completely failed at doing that.
That'll happen.
I think a second one failed at like touching her as well, but the first roll wasn't even.
The first one worked. It's the second one that went straight through you. Okay.
Okay.
So after one goes straight through you, they're a little shocked by that. It happened the first time, could have been some sort of magic, but they were paying attention this time round. And then they are going to take you inside.
Sorry, not Sabo. Kevin, are you gonna do anything?
Kevin, the two by
Yes,
your side are
yes.
trying to take you inside first.
That's fine. While she's saying her piece, I would just probably turn to look and see what's going on. And as long as they're not like physically harming Nia and just getting her to go inside, I
A
don't
lot
think
of
I need
the
to.
younger guards have a look of relief on their face. It's actually less of the younger ones, but more of the intermediate ones. The younger ones are a little bit concerned because they don't know what they're meant to actually do in this situation. The intermediate ones have a look of relief, like they have an excuse not to actually do anything now. The younger ones are a lot more torn. Like, they want to do the right thing, they're just not sure which thing's the right thing because they've been deceived.
And I will wait, I guess.
Okay.
Actually. There's something I can do, but I'll give it a bit.
So, you two are taken through are stripped and given redstone gauntlets. They lock your fingers in place.
Okay.
They're a bit like mesh gloves, except they let you move your fingers. They don't let you bend or do any precise movements with them.
Okay.
Okay, so you said they stripped us of our armor and shields
Yes,
and
they
weapons and
provide
all
you with
that.
clothes.
Okay. How are they doing that? Just taking like 6 people to move Kevin's stuff?
They'll probably have 10 there to try and move your stuff.
Okay.
Unless Kevin just does it for them, and he's not fighting.
I mean, I would probably offer, but they probably wouldn't
They would
accept
have to
that.
refuse, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are then taken to your cells. They are individual cells. You're not quite sure how many floors you went down.
All right.
All right.
Hey guys, it's fine. I still have slow falling.
And you're on 2 separate floors to each other.
Okay.
That's fine.
Nia, there is no one else on your floor. Kevin, there is a bunch of people on your floor, just no one in your cell.
Fair enough. They don't think I'm a worry.
No.
How do
2
we get
different
out of
degrees
this?
of punishment. Okay. 4 days go by. Is there anything you'd like to do in those 4 days?
I don't know.
Each day you are given a single meal.
Okay.
Some of you might have actually eaten shit that tastes better. It seems like
Alright.
they are actually souring this food on purpose. Like they poured vinegar all over the food just to make it taste bad.
Isn't that cruel or unusual punishment? Like it's a
Well,
stupid petty one, but isn't that like
I
pointless?
think Neo would see it that way, yes.
I am certain Neil would see it that way. That is why I'm pointing it out.
Cool. Okay, give me a moment.
I think other than just making conversation with maybe people nearby him, Kevin's not doing much of anything for those 4 days.
So, right.
Okay. You are then being brought to the council chamber, which is the top floor of this place.
Okay.
Each time you're moved in this building, by the way, you're taken by the elevator.
There's a cool elevator,
Okay.
neat.
In the council chamber, there is the
So
kitchen.
there's everyone except the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen is there. Cool.
There is literally everyone's there.
Cool.
They even got Alexander to show
They've
up.
even got Alexander.
Oh boy.
Alexander's the Celestial, right?
Yeah.
Did he bring his elephants?
Mm.
I don't think so.
So he's going to actually start. So you all done fucked up.
Yeah, kind of looks that way.
Looks that way or is that way?
Both?
Are you being framed?
I don't think so.
Maybe?
So you did take part in the conspiracy to... What was the crime? He looks at the others. The Mind Flayer would inform him in conspiracy to commit treason. Yes, conspiracy to commit treason, that one. Did you?
I mean, not exactly. It's not exactly like we agreed to it. Not knowingly, at least.
Good enough for me, I vote no. He gets up and walks out of the room.
Mia blinks. She was like kind of thinking of how she was gonna say this because she is willing to die for this. Because I made a bad character, but the guy just goes, does that and leaves, and then she just blinks slowly, looks to Kevin. Did you do that?
Apparently.
Damn.
Right.
Maybe.
One against.
Kevin just stands there waiting for something else to happen now.
Are they gonna ask us to say anything?
Well, there's an order to this, and then he completely ignored the order. So they're currently getting back control of the situation.
That amuses me. She looks to Kevin, kind of like, are we gonna say anything? She murmurs a bit.
Alright.
I figured we'd wait
This is
for
kind of
them.
your plan.
The Mind Flayer is going to ask you both what you've been accused of.
Want me to talk, or should you?
I mean, didn't you
Each
just
of you
tell us
must
what we
defend
were accused
yourself.
of?
There is a correct way that this is meant to be done, and he decided to ignore that. The Mind Flayer is a little done with him.
Fair.
Just
Tell.
a little.
Just a little bit.
Maybe we murder that one. That's what you should suggest, Garrett.
No.
Is it really treason if we kill them, the one that's annoying? Okay, Kevin, do you want to say anything? Oh,
So, I mean, as far as I gather, we're accused of treason, or at least conspiracy to commit it.
pretty much. At least I think so. Didn't even really get to that stage.
You also claim that you had the council's approval to arrest Pargonzif?
No?
The Mind Flayer is looking at you, Nia.
She tilts her head. I have a question. Apologies, this is going to be in my mind until I speak it out.
Then it can wait until I have done with my questioning. Did you or did you not?
She pauses. So remember when I said that she didn't think she was being deceitful when she said that?
Correct.
I acted with the authority I was given.
The council did not give you authority. I would like confirmation that that is what you claimed.
I don't think she's super certain on the details.
I don't think she necessarily would be.
Yeah, she just kind of vaguely shrugs a bit. Because in her head, she was given like confirmation by a member of the council that this guy was committing treason. Sorry, committing torture, right? And that she had to act now, or other people might get involved in the torture, and that as long as they, like, pretty much she would confirm it as long as they didn't die.
Okay. Non-confirmation.
James, I'm just kind of checking the details of you.
Yeah, I would have corrected you if you had said anything wrong with that.
So in her view, both ethically and like in general terms, she's describing things as accurately as she can. And she's not really sure about the semantics of this. It's not even that she's not saying something to not incriminate herself. I think she's just kind of confused about the specifics of it. Does that make sense?
Next, normally
Like, as
would
far
be
as
the
she's concerned. Sorry, go on.
Next would normally be the Drow's turn to ask questions, but he's choosing to abstain.
Alright.
Which means it's the Kitsune's turn. So, you are acting in my name?
Nia's fairly sure she knows how this is gonna go. She's gonna look at Kevin, because she just spoke.
I mean, we were doing exactly what you asked us to do.
Not even that, really, but yeah, sure.
So I sent you to Pargon Zif's house. She gets up and begins walking back and forth across the room with her arms behind her back in a very formal stance. Her tail
Is she speaking normally?
No, but the Mind Flayer is basically reversing it when he transfers it into your head.
Okay, I would like to give my version of events if at all permitted.
I am asking questions and you are answering them. Once I have done it, you get to.
Alright, fair enough.
So, you went to Pargon Zif's house under my orders?
No?
But Kevin here just said you acted exactly as I told you to. Are you lying, Kevin?
No. I mean, do you need me to recite what you asked us to do?
So then which one of you is telling the truth?
I think Kevin might as well remember the specific wording, because Nia would not.
I don't think either of us are lying.
But Nia just said I did not tell you to go there, and you said that you'll follow my exact orders. So what were my exact orders?
Well, as the first of the blank favors that we agreed to, you told us that Pargon Zith was a tyrant and that he had committed crimes against innocence and that we were to go confront him, fight him till we subdued him, then act as judge, jury, and executioner to execute him for his crimes as the atrocities he committed demanded.
Kevin, would you like to spend an inspiration to add 1d10 to this?
What is this?
What is this?
I'm not going to tell you, but I can tell you that you want to.
Sure. I'll spend it.
Should I date plus 3 digits?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 4.
So it's 56, 59. That is 10 above, 11, 13 above. Okay. So she's walking back and forth, and as you say that, she stops behind him and says, "You're goddamn right I did," as her tails flick and knock him off the side of a little raised area as he slams down on the invisible barrier.
Argon Ziff?
Paragon Ziff.
Let's go. Is he down with us?
No, he's above you, but now on the invisible barrier that separates the down there from the up there.
I'm
He's a
gonna
little
position
caught
myself
off
so I can
guard
jump
by
him.
that.
I'm gonna position myself so I can jump him as soon as he falls down.
Okay.
Yet the slavers come.
Prismatic wall.
James, is he going through the barrier?
Oh.
Prismatic wall. I have the spell description if you'd like it.
It's okay, I got what I was after from it.
There's no reason we should be alive right now.
1, 2, 3. 3 prismatic walls.
That is... That's 15 chromatic walls.
It's a lot
The
of
equivalent of, yes.
walls.
It's a lot of walls.
This is
Actually, it's a
fun.
lot of damage. In fact, I believe it would be 45.
I just need to see how many of
75,
these he succeeds on,
85.
because he needs a 17 or above to succeed on any of them.
So it's 85 total damage per wall.
6,
I succeeded on a few.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, 9, okay.
Yeah, I also count 9.
Succeeded on 3.
He needed a 17 or higher on.
20.
And there were three rolls of 8 dice each.
So can I get
He
someone to type
rolls
this
really
in?
well.
Can I get someone to type this out in chat, please? 25 damage. 25
Yeah.
acid.
Kevin, you can do it.
So you just the numbers. You want to sum it?
I need the damage type as well.
Okay.
.30 electric. Stoned.
I should have gotten stoned before this session.
Slowed.
That does happen to get stoned, yes. Kevin, he's stoned and slowed. I think we can take him. Let's go.
Now Kevin can go sit on him.
25 acid.
Victory.
25 acid again.
30
Second
electric.
wall, I guess.
You said 30 electric?
10 poison, and enfeebled 1.
Get him.
20 fire, 25 acid, 30 electric, 10 poison. And that's it.
Additionally, after the
Additionally, after.
There you go. There's everything.
Thank you.
that's easier.
Now for everything but 1 of the electric and 1 of a poison, those are all halved.
Not a lot.
We can take him.
Wish I could
Can't
leave
host
with
my
just a
punch.
bounce.
Let's go.
Round
Okay.
up or round down on the halves?
Round up.
On each of the halves or on the total?
Each of the halves.
Okay.
So the stone statue of him sits on the barrier above you all. The Mind Flayer does not look impressed in the slightest.
That is after it's all been appropriately resisted.
Thank you.
Oh, no, sorry. Add 15 electric to that.
Do I hear?
So it's 60 electric.
Do I hear initiative, James?
There's nothing to roll initiative on. The Mind Flayer's not going to fight. He doesn't think he's in danger.
Wargun's it's a zone is a statue and he's separated by a barrier. I don't think you can
Yeah.
you can actually attack him.
He got petrified?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's stoned. Different
Oh my
kind of
god,
stone,
I thought that was stunned. I thought you were just being funny about it.
No, he is turned to stone. He is a statue. Also,
It's so much
we are
funnier.
we are
He
still.
literally
I'm
failed
assuming.
all of the flesh to stones.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
You succeeded again. Oh no, he's just immune to teleport.
Alright.
Okay.
Also,
So
we're
he
still
just
in
did
our
what Sabo
prison.
wanted to do.
We're still in our prison attire, so it's not like
Yeah.
we can do much.
Yeah, but I can punch a slaver in the face, and that's Nia's like dream.
Okay. The Mind Flayer stops translating at this point, and you stop being able to hear as they start having a conversation.
Are we still wearing the redstone things?
Yes.
Can I clench? Can I make it throw like clench my hands into fists?
No, it prevents that.
Cool. Nia's gonna wait like, directly beneath the, not directly beneath, but like a bit beneath and a bit to the left, waiting for something to make this guy go through so she can punch him. I don't care. That he's a statue.
Slap him, obviously, because you had a open hand.
Pierce him with my fucking tail. Just waiting for the kitsune to push the other two down too. Flavor scum does not deserve rights.
They finish their conversation.
Does she push anyone else down?
No.
Nia's not disappointed, but I am. Okay, so that's one less.
2 guards come in.
Okay.
They are a bit shocked. We've been told to escort you. Come with us.
Okay.
They then take you to the deepest and darkest part of the prison.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
shown to your cells.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we told what we're being accused of yet?
No,
I'm gonna ask.
there's no one to ask.
The guards are that are escorting us?
Okay. We've just been told to return you to a cell.
Okay.
But
When
that's
can
not
we
the cell I
expect-
was in.
True.
I'm just following orders.
When can we expect the next meeting? Because we didn't get a chance to speak.
We'll let you know when the next one is.
Okay.
Right? Are we again in the same Are we again in the same cell?
You would know immediately that you're not after you get off on a completely different floor. These are
Fair
just the
enough.
ones we were told to take you to.
Okay.
Oh yes. We wait
Okay. Sabo,
for a little bit at least.
you receive
Yep.
a sending.
Okay. How do I receive a sending when I'm in Elgara and sendings don't
It
go into
takes-
Elgara?
You're right. Leuven would get the sending.
Luvin's in Elgara.
He's not in the city.
Why?
Oh no, the ship's on the tower. Cool, so you're not
Yeah.
getting a sending.
Thank fuck. Elvarius is not getting the sending because it doesn't reach him, and Bent is going to be in Elgara.
Yeah.
There's actually
No.
I have plans. I might be going to Ventrix afterwards, depending on whether or not it's practical to actually make Arcanum in Algar. It's probably not. So we're one step at a time. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Because of our actions, the
ball.
council had 7 members, and it's been reduced down to 4.
It's okay.
Well, 4.5 right now.
Soon there's going to be enough
there is
spots
a
for
statute.
us to go on the council. All of us share.
Okay.
And then we can tell Connor that he fucked up. He could have been the council in a bigger nation.
Why be on a council when you could be the only one in charge?
Why be on the council when you can be the Senate?
Exactly.
I am the Senate. Okay, James, how long is it before we're approached by anyone?
At the moment, you're getting your daily meals. I'll get back to you guys in a minute.
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Are they still terrible?
No, these ones are great.
I guess
Okay,
he
so
really
show the sniper.
was torturing people.
I guess.
I'm gonna have to find out who was responsible for that. They're gonna
To
die.
be honest, now that it's irrelevant, but I was thinking if I was one of you to save some of that food as evidence that he's been torturing people.
Honestly, yes. I've thought about that, but I don't think I had anywhere to save it in.
Well, it doesn't matter. You save it in a fucking pocket or whatever in the corner of your room or something.
So, Sabo, after your first year in Elgara, what would you like to do?
So how's my progress in general?
Very, very slow. On the stuff that you're
Well, have I-
researching, you are fairly sure you won't be done even by the time that the city is ready to be moved.
Have I made some friends?
You've got the people that you work with, whether you call the people that you work with each day friends or not, are a little
Are they
difficult.
friendly?
They are friendly. They are very friendly.
Okay.
They are always happy to correct you.
Oh, that's so nice. How often do they do that?
All of the time. Which is very irritating because in your own right, you're a fantastic crafter.
Am I actually any good, any use there, or should I just fuck off?
You are better than their apprentices, worse than their experts. So you are handling a lot of the stuff that they give to their apprentices, which is a lot more of the grunt work. But that is a lot of the work.
Okay, do I get to learn a little bit from their experts?
Yeah, when they get to the more complex stuff. At the moment, they're just prefabbing stuff. Once they actually get to
Correcting me.
fabricating stuff, yeah, at the moment, you're just getting told on how to actually purify metals and stuff.
Okay,
Which
I
is
mean,
a lot of
that's
stuff that
useful.
you've got pretty good methods for that take far, far less time than this. It's just that they're not perfect methods like their methods.
And they really want the perfect methods for this.
Yeah, they're expecting this to like the actual results of this to last hundreds, if not thousands of years, which requires perfection.
But they're not gonna have the thing to move it for.
Correct. But if they can
Computer.
get it in an idle state up in the air, then they never have to land it.
Fair enough. As long as, well, okay. Maybe. Okay then. So apart from that, who do we have to work with outside of construction crews? How is the daily schedule on Elgara? You know, like, how long is the day? What do they go to sleep at all?
So the day is roughly 20 hours in length, with 4 breaks that are each 1 hour long.
So they don't sleep?
They do, they just sleep for 4 hours.
In the 1 hour breaks?
No,
No.
it's so the 4 1 hour breaks.
Ah.
The 4
and the
1 hour
20.
breaks are in the 20, so they work for 16 hours a day.
Right, they work 16, they have 4 breaks, and then the 5 hours they have another, and then they have the sleep. So I'm assuming I can only do about half the shifts of an elf.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Some of the apprentices make fun of you for not being able to keep up with them. But it's very light-hearted and it's not meant in any malicious way.
And if any of them do that, I can remind them that I built a flying ship. I suppose I need to try and locate someone who's going to help me a little bit with the research because it's not going well enough.
Okay, for which of the 2 research topics?
Well,
Which one are you after help with?
the fusion, which is the other research topic. I don't even remember.
Learning Elgarian tech.
None. Well, that I can do passively while I'm fucking crafting with them. The
Right.
fusion. That's what I want to make progress on here because if anyway is the place to get a head start.
Alright.
So last time we spoke about this, you said that I was in the process of going over different transmutations of different elements into other elements.
So you were discovering transmutation formulas. You already know the process of transmutation. Just transmutation formulas are really complex and really difficult to get right.
Maybe I can try to speed it up a little bit and find some transmutation, some people who will help me out with transmutation formulas or just transmutation formulas themselves.
Okay, so Elgara seems to have 6 transmutation transmuters. They are working with a lot of the people that you're working with at the moment on purifying metals. They are willing to spend an hour each day assisting you, though, because they know your importance to this whole project.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want, because I don't want them watching over me for more than 1 hour a day, because that will slow me down even more than doing it without them. So I need exactly 1 hour a day, and then the rest of the time where I can go at my own pace, which is
Can I get
much
your
faster.
research check then? I believe you've got it set as your obsession at the moment.
Yep. Let me just find my sheet. Oh. Roll. +3 it.
Why not roll the d10 as well?
Because I nat one last one. I don't want to go for another critical failure here.
Okay, but the odds of you nat wanting 2 of them are 1 in 100.
Come on, do it. I'll even offer you. I'll offer you my inspiration, so you can do it without spending an inspiration. Okay, but you have to roll.
Okay, fine. 61.
Okay. You've done it, Sabo. You have figured out how to make mithril.
Oh.
Doesn't sound like much, but that is quite difficult to actually do as part of transmutation. It was the first ever transmuted material.
Huh. But by saying I figured it out, it's these guys already knew how to do it, I'm assuming.
Yes. But you actually know the exact ratios to do now. Your little fusion setup. Usually transmuters, they don't have a mathematical system for it. They have this is how you do it. Once you've got more data points, you'll be able to use this mathematical system to basically figure out what other materials there potentially are. It's going to take a lot of data points, but eventually you'll have a periodic table of your own.
That's cool. Mithril is very useful. How expensive is it to make it, just out of interest?
Okay, so it takes 1 pound of titanium, or 1 bulk of titanium, and it takes, where is that? It's 3,300 XP.
Can that be sourced from gold instead?
Technically, but when you're sourcing it from gold, you've got to shave down a whole bunch of coins to get the exact amount of value. And if there's any perfections in those coins, then it becomes a bit of a problem.
Well, surely I can refine gold.
Yes, but you pretty much got to use the Elgarian method to get the exact amount. Otherwise, in the mithril that you make, there's going to be imperfections, which means you've got to melt that down and basically treat those imperfections.
Well,
it's basically a
using
1% loss.
That's better than using XP for it. I understand that for Elgarians, 1% loss is unacceptable, but for me, 1% loss is very acceptable.
That's fair enough.
Okay. Now, here's the question. I figured out how to make mithril. The goal was more so to also measure kind of the other energies that are used or released in the transmutation process.
Yeah, you haven't gotten to be able to measure the energies other than the arcane energy for it. You're eventually going to be able to track that after you've made more progress on this. At the moment, you've just unlocked a recipe.
Okay. And that takes the year?
That takes a bit more than a year.
Okay. All right, that's my... I guess that's me done for the next 3 sessions.
Novarius, you arrive in Elgara.
Okay, so it's safe to assume I had plenty of time during transit because I had to make several periods of downtime. Was that plenty of time for me to review the scroll to actually learn how to make Arcanum from that scroll?
Yeah, it seems to be a very simple process. Just magic plus steel plus a box plus a redstone box plus enough time.
Oh, it's a redstone box, not an adamantine box.
It appears to have to be redstone.
Oh, so the entry mechanics was okay. I understand. Gotcha. All right.
I believe it's a redstone layered adamantine box, which is the most common way of doing it, so that the redstone doesn't get disrupted when you're making large amounts of it. Otherwise, the redstone will actually get blown apart from it.
Okay, perfect. So I arrive back in Elgara, and obviously I make it through the checkpoint. I'm not sure how long they harass me for, but eventually
the checkpoint's disabled at the moment.
Okay. But I'm assuming they still have people standing guard. So he just waves to them and...
They have more people than ever standing... Well, working, less so guarding, but there's more guards than ever around the actual outside of the city guarding and doing work, preparing the perimeters.
Okay, so there actually are people outside the barrier where time is stopped? Or slowed, more like?
Where energies are slowed, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense because you need to go out there to actually replenish their spell slots anyways.
Yep.
All right, go back up to their headquarters, whatever it's called again, and go meet with Ace Elgara and presumably Sabo.
All right. Sabo, you'd be brought in for the meeting.
Oh, hey, you're back.
Took a long time. It took a long time. Morgana was quite far away, a vast distance away. She was quite surprised when I showed up on our doorstep. Anyways, I've learned how to produce Arcanum. There's some things that we need,
Huh.
but the process is incredibly simple. We need adamantine boxes lined with redstone, and the application of magic over the course of a year produces one bulk of the material. And I hand the scroll over to whoever.
That is.
So obviously, I'm assuming Ace Algara is there with us. Yes.
Yes, he tends to make time available for both of you when you need it.
If we
So he
make
hands-
the core out of Arcanum, we're gonna get much further than with Platinum.
So that brings us to something else. So obviously, we need to be able to mass produce this. So I'm not sure if we have these materials on hand. So if necessary, I can go back to the dwarves, see if I can work out some sort of arrangement to actually get the adamantine, somehow make it lined with red.
Did you just cut out for anyone else?
Yeah.
I cut out?
Yep.
You did.
Oh, sorry.
On the dwarves.
We can go to the dwarves, and if we don't have the adamantine to spare, we can ask for it from the dwarves. Obviously, we need to get it redstone lined, and I would prefer not to do it, but if we don't have the workforce necessary here in Algara, I can go to Ventrix and offer this as a deal so that they can produce it in bulk for us. It's a simple process, but it's more workforce that we have to apply to this. I'm not overly enthusiastic with Ventrix learning how to produce Arcanum, but if it's what's necessary in order to expedite this process and save Algar, then it's something that I can attend to.
The amount Lenzel had, you could think that she already knows.
But they're not mass producing it. They just have it.
This magic application, how much magic?
The rules and mechanics are correct, right? It's a one spell or level one spell slot per day for a year, right? That's still correct.
It should be a third level, adjusted for bulk.
The third level. Okay.
Yeah, third level per day is roughly equal to one bulk worth.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Oh, so one novice mage, well, by these standards, or one advanced mage by Ventrix standards can make one bulk in a year. I don't think they can mass produce this thing.
Well, we get many mages to actually do it. I can also obviously I can help participate.
There's simply
but-
not enough mages in Ventrix to mass produce this of a high enough power.
So you think it's a moot point? I'm not familiar with
No, I'm not
what
moot
resources
point.
they have.
We hired, I think, James, if I'm right, like a third level slot per day means hiring like someone who we had during the
Intermediate
ship,
class
which was
adventurer.
which was 10,000 gold per year.
I believe those ones were 6,000 gold a year, but yeah.
Well, they're round about there for just for one bulk.
Well,
So
the idea, if we take this and make it in exchange for teaching Ventrix how to do it, they get their people to actually produce it for us, and they get the recipe in exchange.
yeah, okay.
But
How
as I
much would
said,
we need is the question.
Yeah, that's then find out how much do we actually need for this application. That's the first thing that matters. How much do we actually need?
For the city to make a core?
Mhm.
First of all, they would need 11 cores of the highest quality. Sorry, highest size category. Sorry, not 11, 13. 13 seems to be the number of today. Okay, so each one would require just under 120 bulk of Arcanum.
And how many assets in Elgar could we reasonably divert towards this venture? If I have to go around and make multiple stops in different locations to do this, then I
The
will.
issue is you don't recharge magic inside of the Elgarian city, which means it'll have the people who can do this outside of the city, which means they're not necessarily working on everything in there.
Yeah, exactly.
They would not be able to produce the nearly 1,600 bulk that they would need.
Besides, to do that would also first would need 16. To do it in a year, we need 1,600 boxes. To do it in 5 years, it's more reasonable.
Whatever you deem is appropriate, Ace Algara. I will make as many stops as they need to, and see if I can enlist as much help as possible. Whatever you request.
Can we take a quick calculation on what it would take us to build this versus making it from platinum? Because with platinum would need more cores, and that would more wiring, more time. So this might be not even an extra expense. Might be saving time in total. Probably is.
Let's see. Well, it would be reducing the amount of spellcasters that they need to keep it in the air each day, with the 13 that they have as Arcanum rather than 13 as Platinum.
Yes, that is one. But also...
They could also reduce the number of cores and keep the output the same if they were to switch to Arcanum. But at that point, you might as well just go Platinum, because it looks to be... Yeah, going from 13 to 6 is over twice the cost increase. It's cheaper to do Platinum than it is to do the Arcanum. Substantially cheaper.
Okay. Well, it's up to them what they decide.
They would like to wait and see how the actual pipes do first, since those go online during the second year. The siphon pipes.
So
depending
yeah,
on how
with the
those go. Go ahead, Sampo.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the magic in the siphon pipes is all fucked up, but if we can take a one little tiny siphon pipe and siphon it into some metal. Probably not going to be Arcanum, but who knows.
Alright, Nilvaris, would you like to stick around and help them work on things until the pipes go active?
Yeah, there's no reason to go to Ventrix, then he's not going to go.
Okay.
He'll help however he's needed.
In that case, when you both see the pipes go active, they're only activating one to start with because they want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And it is a good thing that they only activate one. Because the outside of the pipe and the pipe itself destabilizes when it actually starts siphoning it. Whereas now a permanent energy conduit going out of the city. It's kind of like a fork in the energy for it.
Oh, it shoots it out.
Well, it was meant to just flow through the pipe, siphoning off only a small sliver of it. But more pulled into it following your understanding of things, Sabo. And it kept amplifying itself until it is a substantial rushing river of energy.
So it kind of redirected it.
It redirected some of it, but there's still so much in the main supply that this amount that came off is insignificant to it. But it's also so much energy on its own that it could destroy pretty much anyone it comes into contact with.
So it's dangerous, but not really siphoning enough.
Well, they were hoping that they would be able to activate these pipes and then turn them off when it's time for the city to leave. With one like this, they could risk it in the test phase, but if they've got to turn off the others, the city will basically be cut into 4 quadrants when it flies up.
Right.
Which means they can't turn on the others.
Okay. Does that mean we need to hurry up?
It means they won't be able to extend the timetable for this.
Right, so how much time do we have?
$6,262 days. Sorry, no, that was the total time. $5,362 days remaining.
That's still enough. Kind of.
Yeah, that's enough for the construction to finish. Plus,
Yeah.
about 4-ish months.
Okay. So, but we can't really afford delays. Arcanum makes it more expensive, but does it make it faster? If you do only 6 cores.
If you do only 6, yes, it becomes faster. You'd have to do 7, but it would become faster.
Well, it's up to Ace to decide, I guess.
At the moment, he's not familiar enough with Arcanum as a material, so he's going to side on the side of caution, and he knows that Platinum lasts centuries. So he's going to stick with that rather
Fair
than
enough.
switching to Arcanum, which could revert to Steel after an unknown amount of time.
I have an extra Arcanum item that I can just hand to them that they can actually experiment with and use as raw material.
That changes things a little bit. Then they can run some experiments with that.
Okay, I give them the Arcanum staff that I haven't done anything with. It was a +2 pure Arcanum crystal staff, if that matters.
All right, you're back.
You sit in that jail and you think about what you guys did.
Okay, I'm working on it.
We did the correct thing.
I mean, even if I went to Elgar, not like I would have sprung you or anything, but it would have been nice to find out what exactly happened just for the facepalm.
Taryn,
Never
as far
trusting
as-
Kevin again.
As far as you know, we're still in Flirknivore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would have been ironic because that if we wanted to go to Ventrix to elicit their help in making Arcanum, then yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure I would have found out when I met the council
Oh, I'm sure.
to make my proposal.
So
Sure.
I'm going to make some checks on the research for their Arcanum for the moment. While I'm doing that, Nia and Kevin.
Yes?
So, after a couple of weeks in jail, what would you like to do?
Anyone coming around?
Only the people who bring you food.
I'd like to ask if when's our appointed meeting with the council?
I'm not aware of any meetings scheduled on the books yet for you.
That's unusual.
Can you ask someone?
I can.
Okay.
A couple of days later, they would let you know that their boss, one of the captains, has said that a meeting will be arranged when the council have an opening available for it. Apparently, the council has cleared their schedule and is dealing with some major matters at the moment.
Can't imagine why.
Another month goes by.
All right.
And then another.
That's 3 months.
Just under 3 months. Basically 1 week off 3 months so far.
So 3 months.
Another month goes by.
Nia's gonna wait until 5.
Okay. The
Just
fifth month
training and
comes.
shit. Okay. Nothing?
Nothing. Though you're being fed incredibly well compared to everyone else in here.
Irrelevant.
That's fair.
Okay, I would like to ask what happened to Pargonzif.
Most of the members of the council died.
Really? What happened? James,
They
can I
were-
roll something?
Depends on what you'd like to roll.
Would just like to look. Not look, but act and look in a way to encourage someone to talk to me? Do I need to roll for that, or is it just okay?
The guard's happy to talk to you. You guys are Celestials. You're kind of famous.
I'm assuming they know why we're here?
We don't even know why we're here.
True. But I'd like to ask them.
No, we're not.
What's the story around?
We're not given prisoner information.
What's the story around us in the public, do you know? Probably not, huh?
That you colluded with all 4 Pargon Zif's execution.
She kind of pauses. Eh. Really accurate, but I guess it works. So, is he dead?
Yeah, him, the Kitsune, the Celestial, they're all dead.
Kitsune died.
Wait, it's just Melee's and Lazy and Runa left.
Alex the Great is dead.
Again.
Oh no.
So it's just the Mind Flayer and Melis? When I said the Mind Flayer, she would say the actual name.
Then when you say the actual name, they say, no, it's just Lord Alicus and Melis. You've
Who's
never
Lord
heard
Alicus?
Lord Alicus before.
I say the mind player's name again as if they recognize the name?
No, should I?
Yes, but I understand if you don't.
Ask them about Lord Alicus.
I am going to do that, yes. I would like to ask them about Lord Alicus. Who are they?
One of the members of the council.
Huh.
Sorry, I'm not really familiar with what each of them does. I only ever really interacted with Pargon Zif.
Was he nice to you?
Yeah, he was always quite good to us.
That's good. I apologize for how things went then.
It's unfortunate to have lost him.
Presume it is, yes.
He was one of the good ones.
Were there any bad ones?
Drow, yes!
I'm not super familiar with the Drow. I've only ever met two.
They used to kidnap people from the surface back in the olden days.
That's terrible. I was very surprised when... What's the kitchen name again? The kitchener's name again? Sorry.
Linzo.
Linzel.
Linzel approached me. It was a bit shocking, honestly. Was there an investigation made to her claims?
Her claims?
Well, yes, that is why we're here. She told me and Kevin that we were to confront and bring Paganzif to justice for the crime of slavery and torture. We tried to question him about it because it was a big, well, very big accusation. We tried to arrange a meeting with him, but
I don't actually know. I'm not one of the investigators. I'm only a guardian.
fair enough. What's your name? I'm not gonna make you tell me their name, but Nia would ask her.
Vax is his name.
You'd already asked the fucking name, huh?
I figured you were going to
nice to
try
meet
and
you.
bribe him or persuade him, so I had to see what his actual limits were on him.
Fair enough. Well, I am going to do that, but slowly. Is this the guy that's usually around?
He's always on his floor. Him and four others.
Okay, does he want to play?
But he's the one who
Does he
interacts with you all.
Does he have a deck of cards or something?
Oh,
No,
he's not allowed
even
to play
better.
games with prisoners.
Play games or interact?
Hand anything to other than food or receive anything from.
Perfect. Okay, James. Am I able to talk to the others? To at least two of the others too?
No.
No, so they're not. They don't coexist here.
No, each one is given a segment of each floor.
Fair enough. I'm assuming this guy's very bored than usually.
He always has a book to keep himself entertained.
Cool. James, I am going to play it. I'm gonna see if this guy is interested in it and playing a solo campaign to fight me.
Okay.
We
So
can't play
what-
Pathfinder anymore for mysterious reasons.
What are you doing up until the 14th month?
Playing a solo campaign of 5e.
No, on the 5th month, I am going to. Well, sorry, is it the 5th month?
In his solo campaign, he's also a guard.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm assuming the 14th month is when something happens.
Yes.
Cool. Wait, is the 14th month still behind the others and then the time skip?
Yep.
Significantly.
Damn. Nia's gonna be gathering information and stuff covertly, but mostly she's just playing the games, and she's going to see if he convinces any of the other guards to join the campaign after a while.
Unfortunately, they're not allowed to. You two are the
I
only one
presume
under
they're-
his area, but they've got to keep their attention focused on the others. They're allowed to interact and talk to. No, they're not problematic. They're just not allowed to split their focus because their entire job is to rehabilitate the other two. And, well,
Really?
while each of their two gets swapped out from time to time, because this is only the jailhouse, not the actual prison.
Fair enough.
Prisoners actually go to a completely different city.
Well, I am going to continue to try and slowly.
I thought they just executed their prisoners.
They execute anyone over a certain degree of crime, otherwise it is manual labor.
Okay, nice.
Okay,
Kevin's
James.
great at that.
what's the platonic version of seduce? Because I'm gonna be doing this to this guy.
I feel like seduction is equal parts diplomacy, deception, and performance.
Yeah, but I'm spec'd into that.
Yeah, then you just like there's like the make an impression that you can keep doing until your status improves.
Oh, there's one thing I'd like to check on, James. Is the construction process still underway for the thing that we got the KitchenAid to go on, or did it get paused?
It appears to be still underway.
Wonderful. Then, are we allowed to send letters?
No, you're not allowed to hand anything to them to take out.
And I'm not gonna try and exploit his goodwill yet, so I am going to focus all of my efforts on whatever the platonic version of seduction is. On this guy and anyone else who talks to me. It's very slow.
Okay.
Also, just FYI, Nia would have warned her family to stay away for a little bit before she undertook this bullshit. I'm assuming you knew that, but still.
No, I already took that action.
Yeah, but I would have explicitly told her to do that. Because I verbally said that they were likely to get targeted otherwise. Okay, cool. So 14 months. Kevin, are you doing anything? You're just waiting.
No, if they've basically confirmed to us that they're still underway and that we're gonna see the council as soon as they're available, I'm fine with waiting.
So,
James, are the guards allowed to go into the cells?
no.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Then we wait.
So, at month 14, someone has come down to visit, and all of the guards have been escorted from the floor, and all the other prisoners have been escorted from the floor.
Visit
Except for you two.
whom?
You both.
Yeah, but
Us.
we're not in the same cell.
Correct, you're on the same floor, though.
Okay. Oh, is that a Skeletor?
He is a skeletal figure, yes.
By the power of Grayskull, I have. Oh, sorry, by the something of Grayskull, I have the power.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hello.
I like your clothes.
I am Lord Alicus.
Ooh, so that's you. Nice to meet you.
I am not finding much information on why you're imprisoned here.
So what happened? Before that, what happened with? I'm gonna say the Mind Flayer's name.
They were the easiest ones to replace myself with.
Nods. So, Baldrin, what's the kitchen's name again?
Linzel.
Linzel told us to pretty much get rid of Parganzif, and he immediately accused us of treason when we went to ask him if her accusations were correct.
I see.
I think to clarify that just a little, because it seemed to have mattered, we had agreed to a blank favor, and the first of those favors was to do that.
So you were indebted
Yeah.
to a Fae, and now you are here.
She accused him of slavery and torture. Generally bad things.
Don't forget embezzlement.
Yeah, true. That is important.
And I hear that you are both these things called Celestials.
Yep.
Think so.
I don't see any reason
Forgive
why
me
you
f-
necessarily need to stay down here.
Forgive me for the untoward question. Actually, I don't think Nia would need to ask it. This guy is undead, right?
Yes. He shows
Okay.
all of the signs.
Well, it's not impossible for there to be a race that looks like a skeleton, James. But are his eyes still the undead eyes?
Yes.
Okay. He is undead. Alright, so are we being released or sent somewhere else?
You are being released.
Cool.
I apologize for
what's his
not
guy's
getting
name
to
again?
you soon. Lord Alicus. I apologize for not getting to you sooner. After I dealt with the others, it was a long list of things that I had to correct.
Understand. No problem.
So which members of the council are still alive? Just this Lord Alicus?
This guy and Maylee's.
And Melee's, okay.
Alright. I suppose you are now half of the council, yes?
I am the council.
What happened to Maylise?
She has resigned her position.
Huh. Is she alive?
Yes.
Well, I would like to say then that it will be a pleasure to work with you from here on out. Assuming
The
we're
man
still
is
out in the city, of
surprised.
course.
Yes, there is no reason for you to be excluded from the city. I apologize again for the terms of your imprisonment. It is much longer
It's
than I
fine.
would have wished it to be.
I can wait as long as I'm content with the results. I hope that we may have a better relationship than with your predecessors. From the little I've seen thus far, you seem like a trustworthy man.
Thank you. It is rare for people to have such a open mind.
Nia pauses.
Well, our best friend was a
Well, good sir, I would like to inform you that it is certainly not acceptable for someone to discriminate against you on the basis of your being undead.
I think the same thing most of the time.
If
He
anyone
goes
does so,
over and opens the cell door.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
she steps out.
I think I was briefly married to an undead.
That is true, you were. I was also briefly undead.
The man goes over
pretty
and
cool.
locks your door as well.
It's been a while since I've made an undead. I'm not wasting my training.
You are free to go.
Oh no. Oh
Goes over to the
no.
elevator
Not
and
again.
makes room for you both to get in there.
James is a guy lich.
You're honestly not sure. He shows more signs of lichdom than any other form of Undeath, but you're
Okay,
not sure?
no, really. No, this is to you, James. Is this like a targeted thing? Why do I keep befriending the evil necromancers? What do you have against me?
The man's not a necromancer.
Did he reanimate himself?
Technically, no.
Damn. You go, buddy.
He is
Yes,
a
we
former
are-
Mind Flayer, now Lich.
But not the same mind player.
Not the same Mind Flayer.
That amuses me. Well, alright. I would like to ask, if Lord Alecus
Yes?
has the time to meet with us in the future.
I have council meetings twice a week.
Very well.
I've heard certain exceptions are made for Celestials to skip the line. I am
Well,
open
that
to
is the
such
case.
arrangements in the future.
Wonderful, but more importantly, I would ask that you do not inconvenience yourself too much. I understand you might have a difficult time ahead.
A difficult time in what regard?
Well, you have recently come into a position of power in a city, yes?
Yes, and the city has
understand
never
it
run
might-
smoother.
Yes, but that
This
nonetheless
place
might
seems to
include
run
a...
much better when everyone isn't out to get each other when running this thing.
Yes, I did hear about many assassination attempts. That does seem a bit out of character. But
I'd grown tired of everyone here using its own... How would we say this? Their own resources to try and take out everyone else. And they could simply use
does
it to get things done.
does seem to be a problem.
Yes.
Well,
No. The elevator stops at the surface.
what I meant to say is that Kevin and I have had an interest in the city, and we were looking forward to getting allies in the council. I frankly have had a better introduction to you than any of your predecessors, and thus I would like to continue. To start to have a good working relationship with you in the future.
Good.
If there's much we can do to help you in ensuring the city's safety and smooth sailing, then
Now, I have not
Well-
cancelled the funds that have been put towards the construction of some form of temple.
yes, thank you.
I presume it was some reward that was a holdover from the previous council. I'd like to let you know that anything already in place by the previous council will remain in place, unless specifically redone. But I'll be
You are
calling
a good
you in
diplomat.
for a personal meeting if there is anything that changes.
As you say. If I may ask, what happened to the retainers and other loyalists to Pagan Zeph?
There are many who have sworn loyalty to me, and there are many that are dead now.
No one remains?
There are none outside of those parameters.
Good. If that should change, I ask that you contact me if the thought pleases you. It's been a
Very
pleasure.
well.
I hope to meet you again shortly.
The man takes you outside.
Oh,
Before he does, do you know where they took our personal effects?
I was about to
I
ask
do
that.
not. He calls over a guard and instructs the guard to take you to your stuff.
Okay.
The guard
Cool.
then goes for evidence and grabs your stuff.
They probably want my help grabbing my stuff.
Your stuff is actually just piled in a corner. It was too heavy to put on a shelf.
I just summoned my things back and let's go. The building is going to continue to be constructed, so I guess this isn't pretty good for us, huh?
Yeah, this. I guess this worked.
When you walk out into the street, there is something off about some of the people.
I'll walk towards one of them. Hey,
Who are you?
how are they off, James? Aside from behaviorally.
Oh, these people are part demon. Maybe 1 in 50?
Interesting.
They seem to react fairly aggressively towards you.
That's okay.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to be on guard.
Nia just shrugs. She got what she wanted out of this. She walks away.
Well,
Oh boy.
Is this just in this district or everywhere? And are these new people or converts in some way?
They look new. You've never seen people with these features before.
Cool. Don't care.
Do you
Is it,
not care? James, do you not care?
No, I, the player, don't care. Nia is probably angry, but she's not going to engage in racism. Doesn't matter what piss she is.
You're right. She would never admit that it is racism.
She is conscious of the bias, so she's just gonna aggressively and angrily walk away. And I guess we ball.
Have you ever seen
Gonna
one of those
send my-
news presenters who like to argue that black people, like they argue black people are just born with a higher chance of committing crime on the news?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the ones who try to
Actually met
say
one of
that
them.
it's not racism? It's just math?
Yes. Yes.
That's Nia with these people.
I just don't like the way they look.
You are convinced you are not acting in a racist way. You are convinced that you are doing the right thing by these people. You are convinced that you are not being awful to these people, even though they probably deserve it.
That's all she
Because-
can do, isn't it?
Yeah. You're trying really, really hard.
Well, that's all she can do.
And I guess I'll be on the lookout for random assassination attempts against Nia.
Try. All right.
Okay.
So aside from the population has increased by a 50th of 1/50th then.
No, it has shrunk.
But did you say 1 person in 50 had become demon?
Yes. There are
Okay, so
also
how-
less
how has
people
it shrunk?
because a significant number of people, and by a significant number of people, about 1 in 25 died.
Of what?
Apparently there was a fight here against the demons before the demons decided to join the city.
All right.
So this is now just a human and
Technically,
demon
these
nation.
people aren't even called demons, they're called Valinar.
Cool.
Is the nation still called Ventrix?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna have to get making myself a magic item, but that's for the future. Okay.
How's Goth doing?
How is
Goth
Goth
back
doing?
yet?
Gopher's not reappeared yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna send in Goth.
I don't think that's
Your
gonna
sending
work.
bounces back.
Okay, I'm sure Goth's gonna come back eventually. I'm gonna gather all of my church people and stuff, and my family. Fuck it, we ball.
What church people?
The say 15-year-old girl and the two
The
guys.
16-year-old and the two
Yeah.
from Greystone. The 3 followers.
You two were gone for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have sending.
They've moved on with their lives.
Fair enough. Good for them. Do they need anything?
If the girl would like a higher paying job, the two guys are actually doing fairly alright.
All right. If they need anything, I ask them to let me know. Are they in the city?
She isn't. She's currently working in the old people town.
Wonderful. Good for her. All right. So we've
The two
done
guys are.
that. Wonderful. Good for them.
Oh, one of them's dead.
How long has he been dead? He been dead for?
You're not sure.
Cannot find the body.
Well, you don't know whether... You don't know where he was buried, basically.
Okay. Kevin,
Yes.
how are we handling this?
Well, we can.
2 hours after saying I will never follow one of Kevin's plans again. Kevin, how are we
Okay,
handling
no,
this?
what I mean
Yeah.
is, okay, let me rephrase this in a way that makes a bit more sense. I have a way to bring them back, but as undead.
Just have to find them.
I don't
Yeah, but like,
know
do
that
we?
they would
Is it
want
okay
that.
for me to bring them as as undead, and then we kill them if they don't want to be alive?
I think
'Cause
the
it seems
undead
a
you
bit-
bring back-
Let's
the undead
permanently
you bring back can
taint
be
the
mindless.
soul, only to...
Yeah. No.
It feels a bit
Not-
fucky to just let them die.
I
I don't
mean,
think they're going to be intelligent undead, Nia. They're going to be mindless.
I
undead.
have the ability to create medium undead, which I believe are intelligent,
Oh.
unlike the captain.
Oh, okay.
I was taught by Leuven.
Oh, that's on par for him.
My background is Necromancer's Apprentice.
Leuven is so close to figuring out a new type of undeath. He started working on this when he met you all.
Okay. Yeah, so point is, this guy was under our purview. Do we have a responsibility to reanimate him?
no. I think that's
Go
going to
on.
cause more harm than good.
Clearly, they don't have an issue with undead.
It's not that it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that we have an issue with or no issue with undead. We don't know where he is, where he's buried, if he wants to be alive again, and even if he did, we wouldn't be bringing him back alive.
Is it not better to be undead than dead?
I think that really would be up to that person who we didn't get to know well enough to make that call for them.
I'm gonna have to spend some time thinking on this. Well, okay. So we have our holy site under construction. James, is our divinity okay?
You don't know.
Can we still feel the heartbeats of everyone?
Yes.
It should be at least around still.
Your divinity's still around, yes.
Okay, I think.
Oh, we can go reconnect with the two if we want to. Or we can move on and try to find other people.
We can do both.
We can do both.
We also
What
have to
would
go
you-
for the Fey guy.
Yeah, that is one of your goals that you have to do, yes.
It's
I'm
gonna be a
just-
long time skip. James, how long
Yeah.
is this time skip in total again?
16 years.
Is that confirmed, James?
Yeah, it's seeming like it's going to be
Something
about 16
happens.
years out of game.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yes. Okay. Okay. To-do list then.
Why don't we start with the two? See
Yeah,
if there's
well, I'm
anything
gonna
further that we can do for either of them.
I'm gonna see. Let's not forget the girl. She might need something. She had no
Okay,
family and stuff.
Nilvarius and Sabo.
Let's move
Yeah.
to the channel. Oh, sorry. We have a channel for
So,
this.
you two. I just want to give you something to do. Anything to do.
Please.
But you guys are so efficient.
Stop being efficient, guys.
The two most thoughtful characters in the party.
In the future, you two are never allowed to team up. You've got to take one of the other two. each.
You mean the other two are not allowed to team up? Because it's not like we're controlling them.
Okay.
They just went off on their own.
So as a remember,
Yep.
they're actually doing research on the Arcanum staff, so they have material to work with. So does that yield anything does that yield any insight to
They
them?
don't believe that there's any decay to Arcanum, except for when the power is used up within it. It seems to be a stronger medium than gold for holding power.
So does that change their plan about whether or not we should attempt this?
They don't believe
whether
it's
or not it's still a
immediately
viable plan.
necessary, and the ability to upgrade at a later point in time would be more preferable than having to rush to get the resources for this.
It's a more efficient use of time to continue the current plan and then upgrade later on down the road. Got it. Well, we're working. I don't know what else to say. Navarus is working, obviously learning whatever he can. Maybe paying a visit to his friend whenever there's such a thing as other planar theory friend in case there's ever any spare time. But I sincerely doubt there's any amount of real spare time between them.
There's only an hour a day of unallocated time.
Yeah, so he might visit him because I imagine they might have, it would have been neat to talk and catch up because it's similar minds. But other than that, Navarus works whatever he doesn't complain about whatever task he's given. He works with anything.
Okay. Then you guys get to the point where Leuven finishes his research.
Is a new type from that now?
You have never seen him so excited. He has done it.
So what's
What have you
what's
achieved?
special about this type?
This is pretty cool. Okay. So you know how you're a Celestial Salvo?
Mhm.
Well, when I first met you all, I could not get past the way that you guys came back to life. It was so remarkable that I tried to figure out how that worked. And it's just beyond me. I've got no clue. None in the slightest. But that gave me an idea. What if you made the Celestials act as the phylactery component? Kind of like you're siphoning off their regeneration, he uses air quotes. I figured, how would you do that? So I started looking into it.
Oh.
Okay. So you must have figured something out about how Celestials work in the end.
I did. So I took the basis of the literature and I did some modifications to it. So, process of lich, you usually kill someone you care deeply about, so that there's some sort of soul tether between you and the target. Then you add them to the potion and you consume it, and it binds you to an object or objects. Apparently, you can do multiple. I discovered that while I was looking into it along the way.
Right.
So then I figured, what if you could bind yourself to a celestial, but in a way that makes it so that when you die, you use up some of their regeneration ability. Then you could be like a celestial without being a celestial.
Huh.
Small problem though. I need the soul of a celestial in this, and he pulls out what appears to be a fairly mundane looking potion bottle. But if we get this right, then we could make an Umbriel. What you think? Cool name?
So,
Yeah, so you're kind of stealing the Celestial's celestialness?
Yeah, but then you've got to bind yourself to at least 2 other celestials.
So you take 3 Celestials,
Kill one.
liquefy one.
Drink them, then you bind yourself to the other 2.
Leuven, you intend to damn the soul of one celestial, and potentially harm 2 others to achieve your new undead state.
I know that the elves' souls are sacred, Nilvarius. But when we humans die, we don't reincarnate like you. So there's no sacredness to a soul for us.
How does that conflict with the Elvish belief about souls?
There's nothing really... For elves, they don't really think much about the fact that other creatures can't reincarnate. It's just an understanded principle. The reason that elves know that they reincarnate because when they were first made, their god made it so. They were designed in that uniqueness that their qualities would be forever.
So there's nothing inherently wrong with him damning another soul?
Not to do with the reincarnation, more so to do with killing another creature for personal gain.
Okay.
Which isn't culturally bad, but is like on a societal level bad.
Okay.
So these other 2 Celestials, what effect does it have on them?
It forces them into a regeneration state when you yourself die. And as
How
long as
is that
both of
better
their
than-
regenerations complete, you should also.
How is that better than the Lich? I understand the Lich, doesn't really depend on having 2 other people.
The glaring
They're
weakness
just some items.
Well, the glaring weakness with liches is that you destroy the phylactery, and that's really the end of it. The benefit for Leuven binding himself to 2 celestials that we're not exactly sure what the limitations of celestial regeneration are, which mean